Yeah.
I mean, no, you can't see it, but it's there.
Yeah. I see it.
You notice it's there.
And I will have my phone here, though it will keep falling asleep.
Well, let me cover this.
Yeah, no. Gotta surprise the people. Let them know.
I think I'm gonna have chat.
There's nothing there. There's nothing. What the fuck? I literally moved it and it broke.
Well, it should be okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the wire thing.
There we go.
I don't know how to intro things or start things.
You don't
have to?
I don't think we do.
No, you don't have to.
Like, that's kind of the beauty, is that we really don't have to. We can just go.
And I'm pulling up the chat.
No, yeah, do it.
You wanted to. Well, I think we all wanted to do something like this.
Yeah, we all like building stuff. And,
Yeah.
I originally planned on also having a Gundam model, but fate intervened.
Yeah.
and-
Oh no, I can't do chat
Why?
because it brings it up.
Oh, I can.
yeah.
Well, I can do it then, because I can read the chat fine.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Here,
yeah.
then let me do it.
Let me un-Bluetooth. Bluetooth off.
Your boy's in charge of the music.
Yeah. Throw
It's
us
gonna be some chill shit.
throw us some chill beats, my dude.
All right, set it up for pairing.
I think it is.
Boo.
Me turning it off.
Oh, I thought that was the start of the next track. That kind of-
What?
Ooh, yeah. See that sound? I like that sound.
Cool thing is, there's a button on the back of that, and you can just hit it, and if somebody hits the same button on theirs, they automatically speak to each other.
Huh.
So I can have surround sound easy.
Ah,
My
nice.
siblings also got this, so we have fucked with that, and it's been real fun.
That is cool.
Hang on, it's getting device name.
JBL some bullshit.
By the way, Frank, thanks for the resub. I see the little your name there. I don't have Streamlabs up on this shit.
Karen, you got to make sure there's nothing bad on your phone. By the way.
What? What's bad on
I
my
know.
phone?
Oh no, it's
Just
Pat.
in
It's
case.
all of his.
You're the one who they can see your phone easier.
It's okay.
He's got that cool picture of.
She's legal in this picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Futaba is your.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cool how it
unlocked.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck is it? It's not pairing.
The mystery.
Oh wait, you know what? There's that Bluetooth button on top of it by your hand.
Yes.
I'm terrible at setting up like Bluetooth stuff.
It's
Like
not that hard. You just need to hit the fucking button. There
I
we go.
I
Yeah.
know, but I feel like every device I have has problems with it, and I think I'm the common denominator. So it must be
So it
me
must
doing
be
something
you.
wrong.
It's
But
fun.
every fucking time, like I got that Pokeball Plus thing to use with Pokemon Go, won't pair with my phone at all. But fucking every other Pokemon Go accessory did. But I bought that fucking Pokeball specifically for it,
I
and
don't
the
think
only
that
thing.
it works for Pokemon Go.
It does. It definitely
Yeah.
does. Howard talked me into getting it because it worked for him.
How do I make
I
this
didn't
just
know that.
chat?
What?
Can I make this just chat?
Yeah, go to the gear at the bottom, and you can make it so it won't. You can just have the chat, I think, so it won't bring up the stream. As far as I know, you can just do chat only. Chat only.
I want chat only.
Chat's the only thing I'm here for anymore. They get me.
Gear.
I say as my phone's been asleep and I haven't been looking at chat at all.
Thanks.
Audio only.
So I just go to random ass shit on Bandcamp and find stuff.
Can
But
you
I'll play
play?
Out My Nose Go. I'll put that one that we were listening to on.
If your
Yeah.
phone's gonna be with you, can you play Streetwalker real quick?
Can I what?
Sidewalk Girl or whatever. Can you play that real quick?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Also, I can't figure out how to get this chat. What the hell?
Let me see.
Don't hack my internet.
I'm not gonna.
Chat.
Man, Tyler, if you didn't have an iPhone, this would make more sense. There it is.
I know.
Good morning, America. I'm Charles
There we go.
Gibson.
I'm Diane
Let's
Sawyer, and
see.
it's Tuesday, September.
All right, let me see if I can get that stupid thing to work.
You know, I hit the gear.
I didn't see anything in there for
So
making
I
it
was
this
doing a
chat.
fucking replay, which I don't want.
Look, you just go to the channel, right?
Okay.
And then at the very top, chat.
Oh, well, maybe.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
You
fam.
got him.
People still say fam? Did anyone ever say fam?
Yes,
Genuinely?
people said
Sadly.
fam at one point.
Okay.
Unlimited math works. Thank you.
I started saying it as a joke, and then I kind of just started saying it, and then I stopped because I was like, the joke isn't funny anymore. But now I
Yeah.
still hear it a lot, so I'm always tempted. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so Tyler, you've never built a Gundam model,
I've
right?
never built a Gundam model. I don't even know who this is, really.
Yeah, he doesn't. Look, show the chat what you got.
Yeah, I got... Cube... What's his thing's in the way. I can't fucking read it.
How would you pronounce Qubeley?
Well, I need to see it. Oh.
Just look, it's on the back too. Or yeah, right there.
Qubeley?
Qubeley? How do you pronounce that?
Qubeley? Would it be Qubeley?
You perform things how? You perform them.
Qubeley.
He's so cubely when he's angry.
How would you say that, Grant?
Is there an underline thing?
Let me look at it again. I'd probably say cubely as well, or cubly.
Qubeley. I used to call it.
Qubeley.
I used to call it Queebly.
Okay.
I don't know
Queebly?
why.
I like Queebly.
I think Queebly is fun, but that's
Queebly
totally
worked
wrong.
Didn't Queebly work for Bobbity? He was the shitty one, right?
I think it's supposed to be like Qubeley is how you're supposed to pronounce
Kablay!
Kind of bland.
it.
It's like an
Qubeley.
explosion.
I went to Anime Pop and they had and I bought the red version of this.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, they don't have the model cutting stuff I need.
So you went back.
I went to Hobby Town or whatever.
Hobby
And
Lobby?
No, Hobby Town, which is just a hobby store. Like they sell trains and stuff.
I haven't been there, and you told me they have.
They're
Gundam
real.
models.
They're
Like,
really cool.
no,
They have a
don't.
shit
Fuck
ton
off.
of. But I walked in there with it and was like, "What do I need to build this?" And the guy there was like, "That's rad." And I was like, "You want to trade?" I was like, "I will take the white one. I don't want to come across as a communist."
Yeah, no, that one's really cool. That was one of the first model kits I built was the SD version of that. So
There's an SD version of
yes.
this.
I don't know if you like how easy it'd be to come across the older SD kits, and like they're not great, but it was fun and they were easy as a first build. You're straight in the deep end, like 12 foot pool there,
Yeah.
and you got like 10-pound weights on. You'll be fine.
Cool. Can't wait.
I've seen you put together like desks and shelves and stuff. You'll be fine.
Like I love just following instructions and just letting my mind go as my body does this.
I
Welcome
know.
to Gundam.
Yes,
models.
that's exactly what it is. CG, thanks for the Prime sub.
I just think I have big dumb hands, so I don't know how fun this is
All
gonna
right,
be.
so I'm gonna like kind of just really quick basics. Okay, so first off, I'm building the Blue Destiny. This is the new one that came out just at the end of last year, or no, 2017. And this is my favorite mobile suit. If I'd get a tattoo, it'd probably be something from the Blue Destiny. It was one of the first Gundam things I ever read, and like nobody knows about it or cares about him, but he's getting a new manga. And I'm like, yay! The thing I care about is coming back.
Nice.
It's like a Super Saiyan GM. He goes Kaioken, and he can't control it. It's like this is the equivalent to Curse Mark Sasuke in Gundam form.
I was about to say, is that just Shadow Sora?
Yes.
Heartless Sora?
So when he gets his pilot goes unconscious because he can't control it, and then his eyes
Gundam.
glow. His eyes glow red, and it's like, no, he's a weak grunt suit, but he has the strength of a new type times 10.
I'm actually really into that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good Gundam that I might need to check out.
It's super fun, and so he just has this stupid grunt suit, but he has this like Super Saiyan mode that makes him really cool.
That's really cool.
What does new type mean?
Means you're psychic.
Yes. You can see slightly into the future. Isn't that kind of how it works?
Yeah, like you
so
can.
you have more time to
Your
react to
reaction
things?
speed is faster than instant.
Is that what this is?
Yes, there's only
So,
new types.
so
can use
just
it.
any
New
kind of
types are-
special model in Gundam is a new type.
No, a human is
Yeah,
the new
it's
type.
the pilot is the new type.
The pilot is the new type.
Oh, okay.
You're like super psychic, and
Like
because
only
they
only
have-
skilled pilots can fly these things because you need those faster than instant reactions to survive.
Okay.
with her thing, because she is like this super crazy weapon that they
This
introduced.
is a girl?
Yes, it's a
You
girl
wanna
that
trade?
pilots it. Haman, dude, you should look up Haman Karn right now on Google. Actually, just make sure your camera's not facing there. I think you might like
I don't
her.
want people to see my dumb spelling of it before it comes up auto-corrected.
Ham
Ham
and
and
Karn. Go.
I hope they were 3 separate words and you're gonna get something very confusing. Also, I got a puzzle. I had Gundam models, but they were all somewhat partially built.
Is it this?
It's kind of quiet around there.
What the fuck? No!
That's the
I don't know
first
what
thing
that
that
is,
came
but that's not it. Yeah, don't, no.
Yeah.
Haman, H-A-M-A-N, one word. Ham-an,
Haman.
God damn it.
space, K-A-R-N.
Gundam.
Yeah.
Ham.
You'll probably find it showing
I
up.
got hamburgers before that.
Gundam hamburgers, hell yeah.
Ham what?
Haman Karn.
Hamburg Gundam from G Gundam. He wasn't a very used Gundam, but he showed up. He participated.
Yeah,
He played.
he showed up for practice.
Oh, okay.
She's got purple hair.
No.
What?
Blonde?
No?
Oh, well, okay, so it's this girl?
Yeah, to the left, and that's
Okay,
that's her.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was not getting her.
Well, that's her.
Cool. She looks rad. I like her hair a lot.
Yeah, she's pretty rad. She's super 80s.
I think this track specifically might have been in Dead Rising 2.
It's not gonna autofocus, but that's what she looks like.
There, we censored it for you.
Yeah.
That was the safest search.
It says I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Scorpio. All right. Hopefully no one saw what was on my phone.
I saw it. Don't worry.
We bore witness.
Okay.
So hopefully that's what it will look like at the end of this journey.
Yeah, it's gonna look just like that.
I think that this is really cool.
Mhm.
Just the fact it came.
Little
with this.
inserts. Yeah. It's not gonna look like that.
Oh wait, Grant? What are you doing?
I have this puzzle of a nice little scenic, like kind of Japan shot. Looks very nice.
Didn't somebody send that
Someone
in?
sent that into our PO box. I apologize. I don't have the name of who sent it, but I love building puzzles, and it was in a box of things that they were like, kind of anyone who wants to take this, go ahead and do it. And I love doing puzzles, and I haven't made myself time to do them on my free time. And you guys talked about doing this, and I said, hey, I'll just bring in a puzzle since all my Gundam models are partially built, and it'll be real frustrating for me to find out where I quit.
Yeah.
Because normally I do that when something breaks. So that means something somewhere needed to be glued together, and I went, not today, and put it away.
Aw.
And that means I would have had to find that out. And
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that heartbreak.
Nah.
So I thought I'd just do a puzzle instead.
Standard model kit building stuff. You can find this basic tool set. I don't know if it's gonna autofocus. It might.
It's not.
It's not. You can find these at any. Like I get these on Amazon for $20. Comes with a little thingy to grip the model pieces, like the tiny little tweezers that you can use. I don't know how well this is gonna show up. Little tweezer diddlies. You also get wire cutters. I used scissors one time. That was a very bad idea. Use wire cutters. Also come with nail files to file down any blemishes. Also come with a box cutter, which you don't use much for these models, but comes in handy to open shit. And screwdrivers, which sometimes there's kits that have like electric LED parts you can get and hook up batteries to.
Is there like a good way to lay these out before going?
Well,
Like
However
get them all
you
out of
want
the
to.
bag and
I mean, yeah,
Like,
that's not what I do. I
I'm
just get all the
I'm
runners.
a gross organizee person.
That'll
so-
help you with this because all of the little sheets, the way they're going to refer to them in the instruction manual, which, by the way, here's what the instruction manuals look like if you're ever intimidated by these kinds of things. It's all pretty pictures with a bunch of numbers. It's pretty easy to put together.
Okay, so that's a PCK. It wants me to have one of these. Okay, so at the part that they connect, that's what I want to clip.
You want to, you want to not necessarily at the part they connect, but a little farther away from that. Because if you cut right at the part, it'll damage it. Like the tension between them will leave like a little white mark on it.
Okay.
So you want to cut the little plastic part holding it first. And then once you have it out, then make a second cut and cut closer to the part itself. You're going to have a little bit of the holder part left over.
Yes.
Then that's when you get closer and cut that.
Okay, cool.
Also, sorry if I'm kind of quiet sometimes, because sometimes I just kind of get in the zone and start putting pieces. But
No, it's fine.
I'll
That's
try my
why we
best
have music.
to be as
Do we have to talk a
Interactive.
bunch through this?
No.
That's what I figured.
I always feel
I'm
bad
just
though. Like,
I'm informing the audience. I'm not saying this as a sorry guys, I'm gonna fall apart. Like
I
no,
know,
I think this is fine that happens. I'm just I know we've been
I always get super nervous whenever I'm streaming. I always like People that watch know that I always apologize all the time. Like, I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm practicing this speedrun trick. I'm sorry I can't talk while I'm doing it. I feel terrible. And I don't know why I feel that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's for me.
Nobody cares.
I feel like it's a nervous tick for me that I'm like, hey, I'm sorry I did that thing that you totally expected or are fine with. But
yes,
but I feel like I
exactly.
have to do it for me. Like
Yeah.
it's not even. I understand that they don't probably really care, but I want them to know that if they do, I can address it.
Yeah.
Here's this thing I do all the time that I think others think are weird, so when someone sees me do it, I'm going to apologize.
I had this one jigsaw puzzle. It was a Wind Waker puzzle, but it was the kind of like you've seen the beginning of the game where it's like a tapestry or a kind of like an old kind of cave style painting or something that they're sort of looking at, and the telling the history of the hero of time. It was a jigsaw puzzle of that, but it was basically all one color and just outline stuff in it, and I could never finish it because that seemed impossible.
That seems really fucking hard.
Okay, I got
Keep you in there.
H. See, one thing I really, really like about this is it has like all these details for what it looks like in the fucking show underneath there.
Yeah, you get all the little schematics and
Yeah,
stuff.
like he looks like a fucking... What are the flying dinosaurs called? I can't remember.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
He looks like a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I love that scene.
On that, I almost bought Starscream at Anime Pop.
We've got the TV in our office room now. We can just force Gundam upon Tyler.
Oh, we
and,
could.
and
You could-
me,
Yeah, I know.
because
Nick-
I've only liked it from afar and seen very little of it actually.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't believe you yet. You need to show me.
I pondered throwing Lost on there when we were sitting around doing nothing today. Just because I need someone to be able to talk to that about again.
I need to finish it because like I was watching it with my parents for the first 3 seasons or so, and then just
Having to wait a week between episodes, I think, can be fun, but it can also kill your interest too when it slows down, which season 3 did a lot. So if that's where you stop, that makes sense.
Season 3 seems like really rough to watch week to week.
Yes.
I can only imagine.
I feel like that's
so
where
many
a lot of
people
people dropped off, and I completely understand. And I think binging it alleviates a lot of the problems it sets up, but that does not excuse them.
No, but still, like even I was just watching with my girlfriend earlier too. And we like blitzed through 3 because I'm like 3 is so bad. Let's just get it done with.
But when you watch it quickly, there's a lot of cool stuff.
There's a
in
lot
it.
of there's a lot
Like,
of
it's
really cool stuff.
Pound for pound, it's actually one of the cooler seasons. It's just filled to the brim with stuff you don't need.
Yeah, lot of.
But then it's also
lot
got
of
the
padding
Nikki and
shit.
Paolo episode, which is phenomenal and is
awesome,
maybe
yeah.
the best episode of the show. And it has no bigger world consequence at all. It's just a fascinating look at these 2 characters living on an island. But I could fucking go on and on about that show if I
It's so good.
like. It's so good and in a lot of spots bad, and I think that
All right.
also makes it interesting.
Just really quick, I want to show Tyler what I'm talking about. With cutting them. So it's really quick. So notice how the pieces like join up here.
Yeah.
You want to cut a good chunk of them off. So it's
okay.
gonna
I
be
have
off-
not been.
Yeah, it's gonna be
but-
off like that, and then when it's because notice how it leaves that white mark there.
Yes.
You want to cut that closer, and it doesn't leave it because
Okay.
there's less tension.
How does this look to you then?
Also, you gotta, some pieces aren't gonna be visible, so if there's little scuffs, it's probably gonna be fine. You wanna get closer than that.
Wait.
So like,
'cause
notice there's a tiny
well, I
little bit
haven't
sticking
even
out.
touched that one yet.
Oh, but yeah,
Yeah.
other than that,
Because there was 3 on it.
this is a joint, so it's not even gonna be showing. That's the nice thing too about a lot of the master grade parts is they're going to be set, so they're gonna be on seams or hidden under other parts. Anyway.
Okay.
So don't feel too bad if you mess up on stuff.
I really like to get in there with that stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
Okay.
This feels like I'm chilling and waiting to find out what the weather's gonna be, or
That's a common vibe.
looking for the next show on the channel.
I feel like I am waiting to hear bad news at the hospital.
Oh, okay. I get a very, actually, now that I think about it, I used to, with my family, we would go to like this kind of condo place in Florida, and they had like a closed circuit network where it was just them going like events happening around the place today.
Yes.
And this was the background music. to
Yeah,
it
a lot
for
of
sure. Like
public
that kinda
public access stuff.
Just here's a little breathy sax over some synthy wave stuff.
This, by the way, is an album by a guy who goes by. It's so complicated. You just type in Cat System Corp, and you'll find him. He uses the kanji for cat, the kana for system, and English for corp.
So he just wants to make himself as difficult as possible to
Yes.
find. Cool.
It kind of goes with his whole thing. But this is his News at 11 album, which is like this alternate history. What if 9/11 didn't happen, and everyone just kind of kept going and having a super chill 2000s day? What would have sounded like? So it's really cool.
Huh.
I like the title.
Yeah.
Going back a little, you said you had this condo that you would go to with your parents.
Yes.
Made me think of traveling and everything. I've been on a dating site, or I've been using this dating app recently, and I'm noticing there are a lot of people that travel just around the world.
Yeah.
Is that a really common thing, or is it just that I live in a richer area with my parents, and that's just what I'm getting around me?
Oh, just seeing a bunch of people who travel?
Yes.
I think it's definitely a thing associated with wealth, because if you don't have...
Yeah.
Trust me, I'd be traveling all the time if I could fucking afford it.
Like I would say we live very comfortably, a decent sized house and everything,
Yeah.
but I've never been like outside of America. I've only been to so many states. Like I've barely traveled outside the state with my family.
Yeah. I just love traveling, and I'm sad I haven't like been to California yet, but the only reason to go that wouldn't be a plane ticket is AX, and that's fun. You guys handle that.
No, yeah.
I have no rush to see it that bad.
Here's the one of the things I'm having.
Oh, would you look at Washington?
Which was this is from that. PC. Okay. Oh. I cut the wrong piece.
Oh, here, let me put.
I did cut the wrong piece.
Here, here's what I'm building. I don't know how I could like put it back.
How to
in.
best display it.
So you get the car you want. CarMax,
There.
the way car buying should be.
Why do warehouse clubs and superstores offer the lowest prices? Because they sell in volume. CarMax, the auto superstore, has up to 10 times more cars than the
There,
average.
you can see.
So we can afford to offer the
It's there. You know it.
CarMax, the way car buying should be.
Welcome to Wardrobe 911. These three friends came to us.
I feel like a lot of the 2000s aesthetic, particularly a plain t-shirt with kind of a plaid polo shirt unbuttoned on top of it and jeans.
Yes.
I think that look will always look fine forever. I think
that's been around before.
yeah,
then,
it
too.
was. Like, I feel like that was actually kind of a 50s thing, and then it came back in the 90s, and it kind of just trucked through the 2000s. But I think that look will always look fine, and I grew up with that look, so maybe that's why. But in my brain, that will never look bad. There will be bad color mixes for it, sure.
Yeah.
But I think just the general idea of shirt, polo shirt on top of it, and pants is a pretty timeless look.
I'd agree.
And us hearing 2000s things, I feel like whenever I watch old ass sitcoms and shows, that's always what someone's wearing, and that's the easy way to go. Oh, this is definitely 2000s.
Yeah. I didn't pay attention much. Like, I feel like my fashion sense hasn't changed at all, so it's hard for me to notice people's fashion too. That's something I never really pay attention to.
I don't normally pay attention to it, but I like to watch a lot of older things, and I feel like whenever I see people walking around,
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
it is suddenly like a billboard. Like, I haven't seen that in 10 years.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Now I know.
Now you notice it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was not something I actively ever really thought about. It's just recently watching. I'll just be honest, watching Boy Meets World, and everyone loves to wear polos unbuttoned with t-shirts and jeans. And I was just like, this doesn't look weird, but this is also what they wear this whole show at all times.
Yeah. Hang on, Chad. I'm trying to get the... Oh, I think you can log into Streamlabs from here. I don't know if it's going to auto... Hang on. How do I...
I've definitely always just done like black jeans with whatever shoes I currently own, and then whatever T-shirt I want. Has always been my thing.
A weird, not really fashion, I guess, but like clothing hang up that I've always had was always, I feel like pants should always be a darker color than your shirt. And I don't know why I feel that way until you wear black shirts, in which case then any pants are fine.
That's right. That's why I wear nothing but black shirts, except for today.
Yeah, who is that?
It's just it's this girl. I'll play some music from it later. It's the mascot. There we go. It's an awesome ass shirt. From this Japanese indie electronica label, and they always put out compilations of like house music and trance music and shit. And this is like their little mascot for their house music collection. Oh wait, can you not look at? There we go. Okay. How do I'm just gonna have to pull up. I might just have to pull up the website. Oh.
I watch a lot of Adam Savage doing stuff like this, so I hope this is as fun.
That's
Do you watch that?
Mythbusters guy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you watch his tested channel at all?
No.
He's a prop maker and stuff. He's a big cosplayer, so he's got a bunch of projects. It's called One Day Builds, and it's just him doing stuff in his shop.
It's so fascinating for me to hear the tested channel as Adam Savage's channel, because that was part of Whiskey Media, the giant bomb company, but he bought it from them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Like, I've heard Tested's, what was his name? Because I never really watched their channel that much, but I think there was a guy there who worked like, it's not Vince, because that's one of the guys who works at Giant Bomb, but they're like, they would have people from Tested on their show a lot, and they would always be so-and-so from Tested, and they'd be there for a second. Like, not the actor you know, but there was a Will Smith from Tested that they would bring in all the time. And none of them work there anymore since they got bought out, but now it's like, Adam Savage is Tested. Is a weird way to hear that now for me.
It even says it in their intro to every show. It's just Adam Savage's. It doesn't say it, but it has it. Okay. Now I'm done with step one finally.
Nokia, which closed yesterday just $1.05 above its close
Now that
level
I've
in the year,
I have that.
surging
separated
10%
the
market trading.
pieces with
Motorola
flat
and its
edges,
top
I need to get the
competitors
fun
added
part of
5%.
figuring out where they go.
But one stock that could come under pressure is Boeing. Prudential has cut its 12-month price target.
Okay, we need you to log in again because the app didn't work.
Okay.
60.
Or hang on, I might have.
Monday
Might
at
not.
about
I do not.
43.5. That's the latest from Wall Street. CNN Live at daybreak. We'll be right back.
Oh, I love these little clippers.
Right? They're fun.
Financial news update.
Just
is
how
brought to
flat you
you
can
by
get stuff.
Georgia
It's
Pacific.
pretty good.
We make the things that make you feel at home.
Okay, got two of these A's now.
Thanks. Alright, can I fucking see the list of people?
Can we do it?
There we go. I'll read off the thingies.
All right. Guys, I've been having this up here so you can see what I'm looking at, but I'm going to need to look at it so I can know what I'm building. I'm going to try and let it look at you guys as much as I can.
Karisu, EPAM, Ultimate Flare, Frank, CED Anime, Jason Wolf, Jesse Kelmy, Gabe M505, The Knight in the TARDIS, Unlimited Math Works, CG, Captain Cowhat, Shino Do Good, Stomping Ranger, Volca Geis, Koshe the Deathless One, Zintherica, Bat Turtle, Bruce Zilla, thanks for the subs, and CG, thanks for a hundo. Megas XLR's Best Gundam, you haven't seen it yet. Blastoise 1100, thanks for all you guys do. Also, Grant should stream more.
I would like to. I've just been on every stream every day here for
Yeah.
a while, and kind of makes me not want to stream when I go home. I apologize, because I would like to more, and hopefully I can set up a schedule where I'll be able to more soon.
Clay Cannon 2, thanks for 1,000. So much Gunpla goodies, thank you. Hey, if you guys like this shit, support it. Clay Cannon 2, thanks again for another 1,000. Is that the Blue Destiny I sent you? Yes, it is. Is House, thanks for 500. Why is this so relaxing? I know, right?
Because sometimes you just need to relax.
I know. I definitely need to lately.
All right, that's all my energy done.
I know when I go home, I tend to just be very quiet. Despite, I don't think I'm really I find myself confusing because I think I enjoy being loud, but only in very specific situations.
I'm the same way.
And if they
Why do you
aren't,
think we get along?
And if they aren't there, I am like, no, I just kind of want to just kind of in here.
Not talk.
Okay, so when you're at home, okay, when I get home, I am quiet. I don't talk to anybody because no one's awake. But
Yeah.
I'm also just in my room by myself. The only time I am talking aloud is either I'm in a call with you guys or I'm running through a scenario in my head where people are talking to me
And you're
and
responding.
I am responding aloud.
Yeah.
I was telling Tyler this story. I will respond to invisible conversations, like just if I'm by myself and no one there to talk to, I will start basically, not always, but if I have something on my mind, I can have a one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I feel like kind of everybody does that, so that's whatever. But I've realized that my ability to control it, if it is something that's really on my mind, goes away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it turns out Red Dead Online, if you have a microphone, it's picking that up always. And if you're just sitting there just walking around, you're like, and you start having a conversation to yourself, you'll see your little microphone thing popping up on screen in front of you when you're playing in your apartment by yourself.
Yeah.
And fortunately, no one else is playing in the Wild West, apparently. That online world can sometimes feel really empty. So no one heard me arguing with myself, but it took me a few times to start noticing, man, every time I talk back to this person who isn't here, my screen reacts because it can hear me. And I felt really silly when I had to control it later when I did a mission and people were around. And I think that's normal. I'm not bringing that up as like, I'm such a weirdo, quirky guy.
No,
But
now I just want to know what you're talking about.
But it's just,
what
you know,
conversations
one
are
of
you
those things.
having? That's
Usually it is me not so much apologizing, but trying to brace people for stuff. Being like, no, it's going to be fine. Don't worry.
oh, yeah.
Here's
That's
the
the
thing.
exact opposite of mine. I'm always,
Like-
it's an argument. And I'm just fighting with somebody.
I mean, mine's an argument, but I am always playing mediator, I guess. For me, my arguments are always, hold on, you don't need to freak out. If we just calm down for a second, we can deal with this. But I just need you to be there. And, like, it'll be me doing, like, basically rehearsing that. Like, just being like a, oh, hold on. Stop.
So you rehearse
I rehearse.
sales pitches?
Yes, maybe. I don't know. I always want to know that if people are talking to me, they don't have to feel like they're about to hear bad news.
Well, sometimes you gotta bring bad news.
But I don't want to ever feel like that.
I know.
And I
get
understand
it.
that that's impossible. It's going to. But I want to do everything I can to make sure I can cushion it as best I can.
we need
Yeah.
to put you in the shoes of a very bad surgeon for a day.
Oh no,
just break
I'd be
you.
awful at that. My parents
No,
wanted
we
me
just
to be a
gotta-
doctor because they knew it would be a good, like, it'd be a pretty safe. People are going to need doctors no matter how well science advances.
Yes.
And I was always like, I can't do a doctor because if something messes up, I'll never be able to give that bad news ever. I won't be able to tell people they have this disease. Like,
Yeah.
just because I know me, I know I won't be able to do it.
Now, is
I know.
that a thing about you don't want to see this person upset, or is it they will relate this to you?
It's not like it's my fault that they have whatever illness they have. I just don't want to be in the room when they have to get that news.
Okay.
And hey, guess what? I'm sure there are doctors who do that too, but I also just don't want to be in that environment. Also, I kind of don't like being in hospitals and medical places for long amounts of time. So making that my job sounded like a bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So it goes in like this. Is it good night? Okay. But I gotta do that again.
Welcome to model building.
No, I love it. I'm honestly all about this. I can't wait to start chiseling stuff. I've already kind of started.
I can't wait to be a man and chisel it.
Yeah, you can definitely start. If anything shows up, you can start filing down anything that's like super bad.
Retreat so thoroughly from the public.
Oh, no.
Well, for one thing, he didn't have to deal with it. He had so much money that he could lay naked in a bed.
I have seen people reuse these for stuff, and I can't think of anything.
Well, sometimes people like use them, like hundreds of them, to make models out of. Like treat them like little
Okay.
wireframe meshes, basically.
That's cool. Chat, can you hear me? I'm not really turning to my mic. Hello?
I'll let you know.
She looked in the toilet at his feces to see if there was tapeworms, but mind you, it was a time that there were malaria, typhoid, there were epidemics everywhere, so she was concerned.
I feel like he said malaria like it was kind of a joke. You know, malaria.
Well, it's some news guy, and everything's a joke to them.
You know, everyone died of malaria.
I hate the news.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the news.
There's never
like
good news
No.
on the news.
No, because it's not what gets people to watch.
I feel like it's either always a national tragedy or someone's cat's doing something weird.
Yeah.
And that's just news now?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, I put one on.
I mean, pretty much.
Right, so that again.
I've got to interrupt you right now. Richard Hack, thank you very much. We appreciate the book is called Hughes.
Behold, my first two pieces put together.
Man,
I love this song. Sorry.
The right side of the puzzle.
I remember a time when I was all ready. I was telling my parents that I wanted to get a Gundam, and they were like, "Sure, let's go do it."
Definitely ready for you to say gun. Continue.
Gun. At Toys R Us, and we go to Toys R Us, and I'm looking at them, and they go, "Is this what you want?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "This is a model, not a toy." And I was like, "I know, but I still want that." And they're like, "But you're too young for this." And I was like 7 at the time.
What the fuck? No,
But it's what I want. Because they had like this weird Gundam commercial going around TV.
Yeah.
Where it's just a bunch of people like sitting on their couches, or it was a bunch of different individuals from all walks of life being like, "I like Gundam," and them building stuff. And I was like, "I want to be part of that." And imagine where I'd be. Imagine how closer you and me would be, Kieran, if my parents hadn't
gotten in the way.
Well, we're still pretty close, and hey, it's never too late.
Yeah.
You can always learn to build one today.
That has been the funnest part about being a parent, is learning from what my parents did and how it made me feel.
Ah.
Yeah. That's
Never
what
thought of
my parents talked a lot about that. They were like, we did everything we could so you wouldn't be fucked up like us. It's like, oh, thanks. Then they get all upset when I like have depression. They're like, we tried. Like, it's okay. It's fine. I love you.
It's not really your fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault. I ain't upset.
What if you found out your chemical makeup came from just the
dirt?
Not the dirt, but like it was somehow like we were way more in tune with the Earth than we thought. Like the moment you're born, it's something about the longitude and latitude of where you are, or where the Earth is in its rotation.
Yeah, that's
where
called
on your longitude.
called a
and
horoscope.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
A horse has nothing to do with it, Kieran.
Like, get that bullshit out of here. This ain't
sorry.
horse.
That's right.
Horsey facts.
I forgot this was a horse-free zone.
This is science only, and there's no horse scopes there.
No horsing around in science.
Exactly. Science is a horse-free environment. We all know that.
Yeah. I can't think of a single thing that science did to help horses.
I can't think of a single horse. And I defy you to change that.
I'm apparently related to a famous cowboy who stuffed his dead horse after he died.
Stoop, thanks for the sub. Legos are always fun for me. Dude, Legos are awesome.
I almost got a Lego set today.
I've been like, the only reason I don't get Lego sets is they're fucking expensive.
Fucking expensive, yep. That's why I decided, hey, I've got this puzzle I'd also like to build. What if I just brought that?
It typically has to do with any of the licensed stuff. Like the unlicensed stuff is way cheaper, but it's like, you know, I could get the fucking Star Destroyer model kit or this guy's house. I want the Star Destroyer. Although they've been doing some of those these kits that look pretty fun of like, I mean, they've had them for a while, these city ones where it's like, here's a gas station. Here's a little hospital. Like, that's cool.
I've seen that, but it's not Lego.
I think Mega Bloks had stuff like that for a while. They've also had these really scary Pokemon ones. I'm sure you've seen them. They look really terrifying.
Asher's got the Pikachu one.
Oh my god, that one's so scary.
That's the scariest one of all. Yeah, well, you missed Fat Pikachu. There he is.
Hyper realistic Pikachu.
In Legos.
I did miss Fat Pikachu. Copper Tulip, thanks for 500. I've had a stressful day, so I'm glad you good boys are into fun, chill projects. Me too. Like, seriously, if you guys like this, smash that fucking like button. Make sure to send this to your mom. Say,
Are we
"Hey,
ordering
Mom."
I'm as usual?
I'm not hungry, but if you want anything,
Me
go for
neither.
it.
I was gonna say I'm also not hungry.
Kind of just ate it.
It's a fun bit, but I'm fine. I was shooing it today since. Also, I feel like food would just complicate all this.
You know, man, if it did like fuck up the entire setup and the door was closer, I'd love to open our garage door.
Oh, man, that'd be fun.
Especially with like the weather we're having right now.
Yeah,
today
it's
was amazing.
perfect. Is that how you know you're getting old, by the way?
That
When you
you
start
enjoy
being
the
excited
weather?
or talking about the fucking weather? Because your doldrums of a life are so fucking boring.
No, it's
Nah.
because you have become an adult and you've realized how actually cool outside can be.
Ooh, okay, that's a much more positive spin.
You're welcome.
You appreciate everything a little less than you did as a kid, but you appreciate everything at least at somewhat value.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to use fucking words.
No, that makes sense.
Counterpoint, I've never appreciated anything ever. Go on.
I think there are.
And it shows.
I think there are definitely moments that like I really appreciate stuff, but they're more rare than I would like.
It's
And it's hard.
It's always like some weird eye-opening thing that brings me to appreciate something. It's like, here's this thing I liked forever, and then just, oh, I never realized how simple this was in retrospect to this other thing I was doing before.
Yeah. I feel you.
Okay.
Crazy Jimmy, thanks for 1,000, by the way. My first paper and pencil game RPG was an AOL Instant Messenger Gundam Ava crossover. That's so nerdy. I love it.
Dude.
Each shell of a suit had different slots you could add systems in and customize your suit. Long story short, it's interesting to see new types versus berserkers, and my character ended up piloting Devil Gundam, and she tried to reset the memories to become the BBEG of the game. That's awesome.
I was gonna say that sounds.
That's right up my. That's exactly what.
That sounds like
Kirran
something you
Child
would do
done.
for sure because of Gundam, and it sounds like something that I would do with another property.
I'm sad I don't have my because when my friends and I were in middle school, we had a forum, and we just used this forum as like a place we would hang out at after school. And
Just gonna go online and chill online.
we because we didn't really use instant messaging stuff. We just had our own like private forum. I don't know why, but we had different threads for like, hey, talk about movies here, talk about all that kind of shit. But it was like just us and 3 other people.
Well, it's because you started going on message boards and you were like, this is fun. I want to do this with my friends. I should make a message board for me and my friends to just chill out on. Because I did that too. Like,
yeah, that's right. You fucking had Box of Danger.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
And
Right.
that's, like, we made it for our stuff that we were doing, but there was no real end goal. Like,
Yeah.
I think even though I've started doing this as a job, when I was doing stuff with that, it would have been cool, but my goal was never to make it the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was just this, hey, we have this goofy forum for our friends to talk to each other in. Ain't that fun?
That reminds me, the first video game I ever played on the computer, I had to get my mom to help me get on there. But I believe on the Toonami website or the Cartoon Network website, they had a Gundam game that was just rock paper
The
scissors.
rock paper scissors Gundam
and I
wing
played
piece
that
of shit.
for.
Oh, I know. It's still up on.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, not on Cartoon Network, but there's a site that's archived all those old Toonami Flash games.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
Right,
that's still out there.
Kirran, I'm at step 2 finally. I think it's shins.
Hell yeah. I'm still on step 1.
I've only connected like 2 or 3 pieces. I've mostly been spending this time getting stuff with flat edges.
Master grades are a big boy build.
They sure are, especially when you realize, oh, I didn't put one thing in there.
Yes.
So how
That's
do I,
always an exciting time.
how do I undo this?
Oh man.
Remember when I told you I stopped making a lot of models?
You can use the tweezers. and like to hold a piece and pull it out.
Okay.
It's like find any part where it's joining and pull it.
It's like 4 things together.
Find the socket piece that. Oh, did you not put the rubber part in?
I'm missing a rubber part, I believe. Let me double check. I just don't remember cutting out a PCJ. And I'm just.
Oh yeah, the PCs are the joint parts.
Yeah. I just don't remember cutting out a. Yeah, it's still on this one. Yeah, it's the only. Yep. And I already put together 2 of these. So.
Yeah, she'll have to open those up.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do that without destroying them.
I've definitely done that a few times. Don't feel too bad.
Hey man, this isn't how to build the perfect Qubeley.
No, this is chill out, hanging out.
Sure is. There we go.
If mistakes are made, we live with them. It's cool.
Must be nice being so chill all the time.
Just have happy little accidents. This happy little bush over here.
Let's be the new Bob Frogs.
Yeah, Bob Frogs.
Oh, Bob Frogs?
Bob Frogs. Have you ever been Bob
Have you ever
for
been-
Frobs?
I've never bobbed for anything ever.
You've never bobbed for Bobs?
Nope. I've never bobbed for Bob. I've never bobbed for
Apples?
Bill.
Have you guys really ever met anybody named Bob? Because I don't think I actually have.
I've met Roberts, who can shorten to Bob.
There's
Okay, but have you ever
But
met
I've never met
anybody
anyone who goes by Bob.
Okay.
no.
I think every Bob might be an NPC.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like I have met like a Bob. I've definitely met a Bobby. I went to college with a Bobby.
Bobby.
I don't think Bobby's a real name.
I don't think Bobby's a real name either.
Well, I could be crazy.
Press 1 if your name's Bob.
Every Bob in the chat, sound off.
Spazwaza, thanks for the sub.
Going bobbing for
Griffin, thank
Bobs.
you. Ishouse, thanks for 500. So what I'm taking away from all this is that you wouldn't complain if you got a whole mess of Lego sets. Fuck no.
Oh, man.
I love Lego stuff.
Hold
Pirates
on.
of the Caribbean.
Actually, I'm going to put an asterisk by that. If you motherfuckers send us Lego sets, but like one piece is missing, I'll find you and I'll kill you.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Like, don't do that to us.
I hadn't even considered that.
Have you
That's
guys-
so fun.
If you're going to send us used Lego sets,
Oh,
please
that's
make sure.
So funny. I'm up to the challenge. Send me whatever. We'll do
Okay.
our improv hour.
Send it, but at least let me. Well,
Nah, man.
address it to Kirran if
That's
you
right.
aren't sure.
Send it to me.
If it's addressed to me, please assure me that every piece is present. Otherwise, I will feel like you're gaslighting me over the internet.
Okay. Okay, this I was like, I could maybe go past this, but it's a big difference. This, having to move it,
Uh-huh.
might be worth the trouble.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever built any of the Pirates of the Caribbean
What the fuck?
Lego stuff?
No.
Because just making the big ships is really fun.
That seems really cool. Oh, I know there was that. That's
I
right. There was
think-
that Lego Pirates of the Caribbean game.
I think episode 2 era is when I stopped doing Lego stuff. Like, I think that's the last stuff I got. I definitely bought some episode 2 Lego sets. I don't think I ever bought any episode 3, despite loving it way more than I ever liked to.
Yeah.
Wait, episode, what do you mean?
Star Wars, sorry.
Oh.
I think I got. Oh, fuck. What was it? I remember getting a Sith infiltrator, Darth Maul's ship.
Yep, I got that one.
I got that one, and I vividly remember building that and having so much fun. That was a good one.
Darth Maul was a frequent villain in my Lego arcs. I had a fucking, like, timeline for my Lego universe.
Yeah?
I made, like, they had power levels. Nyron was the main guy, but he was a space explorer. He was my first Lego dude that I started building lore around. And that started being more interesting to me than like building sets and stuff. Started being, I am making my own fucking universe with this stuff.
That shit's fun.
Nyron was a space explorer, but the trip was going to take a long time, so he had plenty of time to travel in X times gravity to get stronger. You might have an idea of what I was watching at the time.
Hell yeah.
When I started getting into Legos, or started doing this rather, and eventually when he got to this new planet, he found the Zypher, which was a staff that had just untapped power, just a magic MacGuffin that whoever wields this will find their like full power potential, but it will also expel any darkness in their soul, and it will take its own form.
Ooh, heartless.
So I created Dark Nyron, which would be his frequent villain. And it was kind of a Piccolo Kami thing because I thought that was really cool. But we have this good guy, and he can't kill this bad guy, otherwise that will also kill him. So he needs to let his villain live always, no matter how bad he is, because if he kills him, he's gone.
He's gone.
And so it's just we have to subdue him. We can't kill him. And then the one time they do kill him, they are tortured with the idea of we have to bring Nyron back to save us, but that brings Dark Nyron back, and we don't know if we're ready for that to solve this other problem we have.
Oh, that's so fun.
And that became like always the dilemma was Nyron's going to sacrifice himself to save us, but then we're going to need to call on him again and undo his sacrifice. Because to me, that is the height of drama. Well,
yeah.
13-year-old me anyway.
No, I'm not going to judge you because I agree.
I'm going to say it might still partially be height of
it's
drama.
Great.
But always having the equal opposite villain is my favorite thing and stuff.
Dude, that's who I gravitate toward.
Anytime there is, here's hero character, here's character that's like the hero but has a different perspective and they disagree. That will be my favorite character.
Yeah, dude.
It's not necessarily they're always bad. They can be, and that usually doesn't matter to me whether or not I'll like them. It's just always whoever is I'm not the protagonist, but I'm going to be here a lot.
Kirran, did you finish Bleach?
I mean, yes.
Okay, did they?
No, but I did.
Did they
I saw
finish
the
with it?
end. I saw when the
Okay.
shit with Aizen.
Okay, I was gonna. Okay, never mind.
No.
I know they bring him back.
No, they don't.
Okay.
It ends.
Okay.
I saw the end of it.
So you like everything Grant said, but you don't like the idea that they do that with Aizen, or that Bleach goes on from there.
What? What?
They do that with Aizen.
No, he just comes back. Oh, is that the reason why?
They bring him out of jail.
Yeah, I know, and he's stuck in like this chair or something.
Yeah, I think.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
He's dead. He got cut in half.
I'm
Like
trying-
Frieza. but
Just
he's not a
bury him
robot.
already. I never thought about it. Did you dislike that Trunks was the one who killed Frieza?
No, I was a big Trunks fan. I got a bowl cut in 4th grade so I could be like Trunks.
Hell yeah!
So I can't say that ever upset me.
I didn't do that, but that sounds in line with.
But there was another
where I
kid
would
whose
go.
name was Christian, and Christian also had a bowl cut, and I was the new kid. So when I showed up with a bowl cut on day 1, saying, "Okay, you like Dragon Ball? Who's your favorite character?" Trunks. Well, you can't be Trunks because we have a Trunks. You got to be Gohan. So then when I became Gohan and he went Super Saiyan 2 and won everything, that's why I was like, "Fuck yeah,
You're
Gohan's
like,
the
hell yeah,
fucking
Gohan's
best."
awesome.
They're like, "I can't believe you did that, Kirran." That's right, I did. Like
Because I am Gohan.
no, that's yeah.
No, yeah, you took that.
I was fucking Gohan.
You were fucking Gohan? Oh, man.
Well, we were the same age.
Man, did you ever like have adult like teenage friends when you were really young that would just fuck with you?
Only a handful. The friends that were family friends, like kids of family friends that were older than I was. And they'd sometimes fuck with me, but I always kind of got along with them.
Because I had a neighbor who told me he knew I liked Dragon Ball Z a lot, and he told me that there was something that happened after GT. But
Oh,
it was,
yes.
but
And it
but
does.
but it was them and their normal ages in Z.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can remember from that is that Gohan gets his head cut off from getting out of a helicopter the wrong way, trying to fly off. And I remember him telling me he'd taped this for me, and then I come over. I'm like, this is my neighbor, like right across the street. I'm like 5, and I go across the street. He's not there, and his parents answer the door, and I go, "Hey, your son has this VHS you said you recorded for me."
Yeah.
Go, "Do you know what's on it?" And I'm like,
a guy
it's like
getting
an
his
anime-
head cut
it's
off.
like a cartoon character getting his head cut off.
Anyway, he was grounded.
And you never got to see his head
I
getting
never
cut
got
off.
to see Gohan's head cut off via propeller blades.
Can you even say you've lived?
That's so good. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna chalk that up to one of those Mandela effect diddlies and say that that is real.
It really happened.
And
We just missed it.
we blinked and missed that episode.
It wasn't for us.
The abridged series isn't over yet. We could
We can fix history's greatest mistake.
Well, we can try.
What? Do you really need Gohan at the end of the saga?
Now look, I'm just saying, after he shows up, what if there's a helicopter?
What if Money shows up to fight Boo? Because look, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He shows up for 10 seconds and get his dick absorbed, okay? What if instead he shows up after training for 10 years and gets his head cut off immediately
by a helicopter?
Because he calls in a helicopter to
You're
show up
always
against
worried that
Boo.
Dragon Ball fans are gonna know exactly every beat we're planning. What about that?
Yeah.
Then only the ones who were lit in that alternate universe would be like, I fucking knew it!
Yeah.
Someone else got the message. They saw it.
What if that, like, dying that way is the only way, the only thing that Shenron can't bring you back from?
I'm sorry.
I can't bring people back
Even
from
that is
natural
beyond
deaths
my power.
and the propellers of the dreaded helicopter. They are the only things whose power is beyond my command.
Ow.
Okay, so we could do that in our video. The fusion video that we still have scripted.
That's true. We can explain away where Gohan went.
Because I think I won't spoil anything. It's too good.
I don't even think I know about this.
I don't think you do.
I was gonna say.
I'm excited.
Oh shit, guys.
The National Weather
wait, is it
Service.
2 heads? Wait, how does that work?
Does your Gundam have 2
9
heads?
or 10? No, I have to pick right now. Is he gonna have green eyes or red eyes?
Why not one of each? He has heterochromium.
Oh my god, that's so good. Okay.
Solved.
His right eye is the red eye. That's Sasuke's Sharingan, right? It says right eye?
Yes, because he's got his in Boruto or whatever. He's got his face covered like this, and it's got the whatever one under it, the Renegon.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong, but whenever I heard about the Renegon, it said that it has like the power of all the eye things.
Something like that. It's really fucking good, and I don't know what it does, but I just believe it whenever they say it can do it.
Okay.
That's
I
just-
still don't know what it does,
It just
though.
seems very strong.
It can kind of do anything Kishimoto wants it to do.
I guess.
The only thing bad about the 1/144th kits is how small they fucking are. So,
What is my scale?
1/100.
Oh, okay.
All right, so his right eye is gonna be.
So if I buy 100 of these and just melt it all together,
You'll have 1 Gundam, yes.
awesome. I should like go through the trouble of building all the pieces individually and then melt them. Just melt all of that one piece together to make the one. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
You
to
know, I
pick
never
up.
thought about that.
What did you never think about?
I wonder if I've built a Gundam's worth of Gundam models.
Oh, like if you put them all together, would they make a complete Gundam?
My dad has for sure. I don't know if I have.
I want Asher to be able to fucking say dumb stuff like that.
He will likely be
Trust
able
me.
to.
I can't wait.
He will, and it's gonna be great.
I'm really sad he's not gonna be able to say my dad had 100 androids because I just sold like 30 of them. But hey, I'm getting a bass guitar.
Yeah, dude,
That'll be
I'm so
fun.
excited.
And then
you're
you'll be like, my
that.
dad plays a sick bass.
Oh, dude, I fucking
You can be the dad that Asher invites his friends over to hear you jam.
My dad played the Seinfeld jingle at my wedding.
That's what you'll be remembered for.
Can you imagine instead of... Isn't that like the groom's dad or somebody, they stand by the priest or whoever marries off people? I don't know how that works.
the dad of the bride usually gives them away.
Okay. Then yeah, can you imagine the dad of the groom just sitting there just like by the priest just doing sick licks?
Oh, fuck.
I can, and it's rad.
I dropped the tiniest sticker of mankind.
Man, you're already on stickers? Fuck.
Well, they'll tell you if you sticker them as you go along. Sometimes they'll tell you if you have a part to sticker, but master grades usually are already painted, where these would need stickers to get the color.
Well, okay.
Shit, man.
I'm not sure for this.
Shogun, thank you. By the way, thanks for the biddy boots. God Ginrai, thank you.
Do we have any questions in the bits?
I don't think so.
PCL. Oh man.
Oh man, what?
I hate it when people will have a version of. Oh, never mind. Might be over here.
Oh, it's on the fucking thing. I'm blind. It's so tiny. It was on the other side of it.
It's okay. PCL?
I fucked around with my guitar for the first time in a billion years.
Yeah?
That was fun. Yeah. I'm still able to play most of one, which was pretty fun. I just started listening to Metallica for some reason last night, and then like that song.
You're
came
like,
on,
I can do
shit.
this.
I can play this. Let's go.
How do you normally do it? Like, do you just go? Do you have your headphones plugged in, or do you try to match a song you're listening to?
Oh, I always try to play along with the song.
Okay.
I've just sometimes if I feel like I got something, I'll like start recording it.
Yeah.
And do that.
See, I'm buying a guitar with no intention of making my own stuff.
Yeah, but just playing along with stuff is so fun.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of bands start as cover bands. It's really
Like,
fun.
I just want to go to Colorado and play music to songs I like.
It's a very specific dream, but I like it.
Yeah.
I can get behind it.
It's a man with a goal, a man with a plan.
I'm gonna go get my tattoo stuff because I just realized I haven't put anything on my tattoo today, and it's peeling.
Them hand tabs. I have my water.
Give me
here.
some apple juice. CG, thanks for a hundo. Oh, they have 3 questions.
Okay, 3 questions.
Do you play HeroClix? Grant and I did.
Answer me your 3 questions. Yeah, HeroClix was great. I still have a bunch.
I still have them too.
haven't played it
Would you
forever.
play with them if I were to send in some? Maybe. I have like 1 billion and I haven't touched them in forever, so
yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like it was one of those things where it's not that I think it's a bad game. I think it's just too complicated.
Yes.
For how fun I want it to be.
Yes.
It's like just 2 or 3 steps more than I want to do. But I completely understand why they're there.
If no one would play them, would Asher like some? I can't remember if he was ever interested in those. Somebody was. My cousin, I think. I can't remember.
Yes. I feel like we almost.
Yes, my
gave
cousin.
your
That's
cousin
right.
A bunch of our HeroClix because we were playing with them and then we both kind of realized we probably wouldn't have a ton of time to play them anymore.
That's right.
But I had that one sick Thanos that was apparently pricey for a while and I'm sure isn't probably anymore.
I mean, it might be. I don't know. I got 2 of those Dark Phoenixes that were like $70 a pop and sold that shit immediately.
That was really cool.
I also pulled from a Buddy Fight booster box last night a card that goes for $160.
Oh, wow.
I was like, holy shit. Selling that. I don't want it. Some stupid lolly bitch. All right.
I have so much trouble with perspective and puzzles. I'm like, this looks like it might have 2 pieces between.
Thank you so much.
But then it's just 1 and I feel like I've missed something.
I got really scared. My Mickey was like lifting up. All right, what were the questions? I'm sorry to.
Do you think Asher would care about HeroClix? Do you know what those are?
No. Was that the like Fate thing before Fate was a thing?
No.
Like 2004
No.
that played on kids WB commercials?
No.
What is it?
It's a game that has. Did I put that on? Did I? No, that's right. Right, that's right. That's correct. Yes.
Is it?
Okay, just making sure I'm not crazy. It's a miniatures game that has like Lord of the Rings, Street Fighter, Marvel, DC, stupid shit, Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what makes it fun. But then they just started focusing on comics. I was like, I don't care anymore.
They did comics and they did a lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that kind of became what they were all about. Like, I get it. That is a cool and good money-making decision. But
why would I want the...
But for me, the fun of it was these things shouldn't talk to each other. What happens when Blanca and Venom are on a team?
Yeah.
Oh, they work out really well because Blanca has an AoE thing and Venom has a thing where you drag people to him.
Yeah,
so you
that
have
was
them
so
stand
good.
next to each other. Venom pulls people in and then Blanca zaps them all. And it was fucking cool.
See,
And that's the shit I like.
Yeah.
I love seeing how things that don't work together work together.
I think Asher would really like that kind of thing.
Well, then send him in.
Bring him in.
You heard it here, folks.
Oh, did somebody want to send those
somebody
in for
mentioned
Asher?
sending them in because Grant and I have played it before, but they said if Asher might be interested.
Yeah. If you guys think Asher would like anything, then
I think he'd really like it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have every single Iron Maiden one because that existed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the weirdest stuff.
And I think you had alien ones too, didn't you? Did
Yes,
I
that's
had
how
to fight
first-
the...
Yeah, they had that whole HeroClix line for a
Yeah,
bit.
because I had to fight the queen with
Yeah.
Thanos and Carnage.
Now these have power numbers or anything? How
Like-
do you?
Yeah.
There's like a little figure, and then on their base they have like, I think a health value,
It's
was it?
dials, and they click.
I've seen yes.
And then each one comes with a card, so you know what powers it has and
Yeah.
how much like health
okay.
and stuff.
Did that start as military, like famous?
It might have.
I was
It
gonna
might
say,
have
I don't
started
know.
as like a wargaming miniature thing. I don't know though.
Because I swear that's what I was joking about.
This album's super
Like,
good. I just got this on vinyl. This is like the master of puppets of Mallsoft. Okay.
What?
Wow,
I don't know.
that's a headline.
This is what Metallica goes to listen to for.
This is how they
Mallsoft.
relax.
Yeah. This like started this whole shit. Made it really big. I got this on vinyl. I was super excited. I also got a bunch of shit on cassette because I'm a giant Tool and I love it.
What would you recommend to get to listen to vinyl now?
A record player?
I know, but like what?
I don't know.
Oh,
I only got one for Mariana for Christmas, and I just looked kind of a decent reviewed one.
oh okay,
I don't even
Sounds
know which
good,
one
though?
it was. I mean, yeah, it sounds really good.
okay. I'm so excited. This is gonna look cool in like a few hours.
Patience, my boy.
Feels really good for things to line up and slide together.
Very few things feel as good to me as when I'm like, I wonder where this piece goes a billion times.
No.
And then I find it. Like, this is good.
I've built a model in a long time, but that seems fun.
Do you guys like sorting money?
That's a fun joke. I do when I have it.
No, I just mean like coins.
Oh, like coins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
We
feel
have a
like
little
that's
coin
the
sorter.
same thing here. I avoid coin sorters just because I love like dumping out a bucket and then just getting penny rolls and like, okay, let's separate this and then just bring it all together. I can watch a show endlessly with like this.
Mm-hmm. That's me with organizing card game stuff. Like, because I get the same feeling out of like organizing cards by set number and stuff like that. It's just mindless and super relaxing.
Yeah. That I told you I had the Naruto card game in middle school, right?
Yes.
And I had all the Narutos, but
I know.
and I had them in a binder. But every time I'd get a new pack, I would dump that binder out and
no.
redo it. And that was like every like few
That's
days.
rough.
No, I loved it.
That's why
It's what I lived for.
Silver Shadnick, hello.
Okay, I'm finally on
Thanks for the resub.
part 4.
Right,
J.
organization is nice.
Yeah.
I'm not very naturally organized. And it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like I don't enjoy the act of organizing, but when things are organized, it's really nice.
I love it so much. It's definitely an acquired taste, though, from doing this shit growing up, I think. And also, I felt good enough to clean my room the other day. And I don't know, like, that's so rare for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I hated cleaning my room so much as a kid, and I always kept putting it off, but feels like this insurmountable task the longer you put it off. I was like, you know what? I can do it. I got time.
It felt like the moment someone else could come in and fuck my shit up, that I started liking having my stuff organized. That way I could immediately tell when stuff's been fucked with.
Oh, yeah.
Is where I think it all started for me.
Oh, no.
Oh, nah, what?
This frame will not be big enough for this puzzle. As I feared, I had measured incorrectly. So I didn't want to run out and buy a frame today, and I had this one laying around, and I pulled up a tape measure, and I was like, yeah, this looks about right. Should be cool. But that's okay. I'll get through as much of it as I can.
Okay, so I want to do the two eyes thing, but on the other stuff, the green and red shit. Front red, back green, or front green, back red. I feel like front red is a front color. Would you agree?
Wait, does he have 4 eyes?
No, he just has the top of his head has a red light.
Oh yeah,
and then
the thing
another
right
light
here.
in the back. Front one should be red, right? I'm angry. I have red light.
How would you feel seeing a red light beamed at you from knowing a robot's looking that way, but this beam is shooting behind them, and you're behind them? No, you have to have it in the back. That's the brake light.
He's right.
It would be against the Federation's
you can't
rules.
take this Gundam out anywhere. You're gonna get pulled over.
Did you guys renew your registration? Did you get your registration done?
Are you insane?
I'm super excited to renew my registrations. It's gonna say 420 on my car for a year.
Damn it. Mine was this month.
It's funny too because I also bought my car on April 20th.
Your current one?
Yeah.
Nice.
So on 420, it's going to be my car's birthday. In 420. And I'll have had it for 4 years. And I need to come up with a 20 value there somehow.
All right, so that's the front, right? Okay. No, make sure I install the brake light.
Okay, I'm still kind of getting the white on a lot of stuff. Is there a way to avoid that? Getting
like
close?
you'll sometimes get it. The best way to kind of fix it is to file down some of the parts if you can. But if the warp is too far into the plastic, it's going to discolor the whole thing. So you just got to be pretty careful about it. But don't get too hung up on it. It's your first kit.
I figured.
And they're also I still get it a whole bunch too, and they're kind of designed to hide where they are.
I kind of wish this was color-coded. Like in here.
Oh. It's too much ink, man.
I know, right? I'm selfish for even asking.
Oh, that's right. He has the 2 different heads. Shit, I could have different ones with different configurations. Do you feel like you're in a shopping mall?
Yes. Which I like. Although I was never like a big mall person. I would go every so often. I mostly went if I had friends who liked to go like on weekends and stuff to a mall just to hang out and walk around.
In Lewis Center, Ohio, and Hagerstown, Maryland, the only fun thing to do is go to a fucking mall.
Well, see, that was true with me in fucking Carroll, Ohio. But at the same time, I also found it really fun to, let's just hang out and play video games.
I mean, yeah,
And
like, there's
was
always
like-
that too.
And I was like, I want to just do this. And then people were like, well, let's go to an arcade at the mall. Like, where I have to pay to play these games? We could just do this here. But I understand the idea of, no, getting out is the fun part. Going
Yeah.
out is the part you enjoy.
I don't think I was ever a mall rat, but as soon as I could drive, every day I was at the fucking mall.
Despite being someone who doesn't like to go out a ton, I do get like an anxiety when I don't have my car. Even though I am not a big, let's go out and do something all the time person.
No, still,
It drives me crazy whenever I have to like visit somewhere and I don't have a car.
Yeah, it's stressful. Like there's some people I know who are like, I don't know if it's weird. I know there's some people that are like our age that don't have a driver's license, and that just baffles me. But
It
I
really
don't know.
does.
How do you not have that freedom yet?
Like, I feel like a lot of my perspective changed once I was able to just freely drive places.
I know.
Like,
it
a lot of
changed
things
how
about
I look
how
at the fucking
yeah,
world.
A lot about how I view the world changed when I had the ability to travel it on my own terms. And I feel like that's a big thing and a big part of why, even though I'm not a car person, it matters a lot to me to have a car.
Yeah, I think you have to be a car person to want to get from point A to point B. But I do know some people that have anxiety really bad, though, that makes like anything operating a vehicle super difficult. Like, man, that
Well, that's
sucks.
also the thing. I don't enjoy the act of driving. Like, I get nervous about driving, but I hate the idea of not having that option.
Yeah. The song's so good.
Like not having the option to leave somewhere.
Yeah.
The song's
Like
the
being
fucking
trapped
tits,
at
man.
home.
Yeah.
During the holidays.
Yes, no, always
Something like that.
having the option to leave and go wherever is so nice.
And it's weird because my parents are always like, you can borrow one of our cars if you want, but I'm like, I kind of want to just bring my car next time I come home because it just feels better knowing that I know no one will ever need to use this because it's mine.
Especially when you're trying to like visit friends and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's like, I don't know
Yeah.
how late I'm going to be out. I don't know if I'm going to want to stay the night there because I get to see these people once a year.
TMS King, thanks for the sub.
I finally touch an outer layer, Kieran.
What?
I'm finally touching an outer layer.
Nice. That's your arm you're starting on, right?
I think this is his shin.
Okay.
Or his calf. I guess his calf.
Yeah, a lot of the older kits start with like the limbs, and all the newer ones start with the body, which just makes more sense to me.
Oh, no, this is his forearm.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, doing like body parts first, I think makes a lot of sense. Okay. This.
Half the malls I grew up going to in DC Metro are dead or lost all the good stores. Dead malls are so fucking fun, though. That's kind of this whole culture. This vaporwave shit.
They're weirdly fascinating.
I want to go to a truly abandoned mall that's just been taken over by nature. Just
The-
full of broken glass and everything.
The one, I can't remember which one it is. All they have open is like a few things, but there's like mold and shit there, but there's still parts of it that are open. I
Is
can't
it the
remember
one
which-
by the Galleria?
Yes.
Okay. The one that half of it is torn down?
Yes.
I want to
Yeah, just,
urban explore there.
I did that with when we first got the camera. And,
You did?
Mhm.
Take me with you.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, the only thing that sucked about it, though, is there's seriously mold everywhere. I don't know how it's open to the public. So
Expose the city of Dallas to their crimes.
The
no, I
foul.
don't want it to close down. I just want it to.
After documenting it a lot. That looks so cool. I've been working on this for an hour. Look at that. I love
Yeah,
it.
look
It's
at
a
that.
foot or something.
It's his arm. His big hand comes out of that.
I'm going to take this out of the frame, and this is going to be a sad build because now I know transporting it.
I mean, you could just bring it. You could have it there and then bring a frame tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, malls are fucking dying.
Yeah. Which I'm sad about.
It's just this like, it's this really sobering thing because there's a Music City Mall over in Louisville. They have an amazing card shop, by the way. I'm not getting paid to say this. They just have Buddy Fight and a bunch of good games. That's like they have that and like some other arcade, but seeing how big it is and there's like fucking nobody there is so weird. It just makes me a little sad.
Tyler, can I borrow the top of your box as something just flat to build my puzzle on?
Or do you mean this?
This will actually work. Having walls so stuff isn't falling out will be good, I think. Although it might be tough for you guys to see. Just so I'm not having to deal with the felt on the table.
Yeah. My friend, trying to think of a name that I can shout her out with.
Your friend.
A Time in Cosplay. No, I want people to find her stuff. Does like these amazing Gunpla builds where she'll like make a church and everything to accompany a scene.
Oh,
in
that
nature.
Yeah, that shit is so cool. That's what I
Yeah.
really want to get into. Like the little landscaping stuff.
Like she made some like Gundam coming up a cliffside, attacking people like out of the water, and it looks like the water is falling off of them and
so
stuff.
fucking cool. There's that whole group that always does that San Japan too, where they do that kind of stuff.
She's part of that group.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yes, I believe she is. Yell at me if I'm wrong. The only reason I shared this on my personal Facebook is because I know that you like Gundam, and I think you're cool.
Dude, Iz, I'll take you to a dead mall.
Do it. What if you went to a dead mall with your family? What would be the first thing you'd do?
What?
You took your mall.
I took my mall to my family.
If you murdered a mall and brought it to your family,
Wow,
how
sorry.
would they react?
I'm just cruising along with Gundams here.
Also, fucking how are we so fascinated by dead malls and Dead Rising, a literal dead mall game? I feel like the last few have sucked and no one cared about. And they have just an easy cultural access point with people already interested in the Google term dead malls.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I felt a kind of burnt by the whole thing because the first one was only on Xbox or whatever. So I was
Okay.
like, well, fuck you. Then I'm not gonna play your shitty mall
Like,
game.
then I'm out of here. Wouldn't come and hang out at your mall even if you invited me.
'Cause I think exclusives are the dumbest thing ever.
I'm so excited for the concept of exclusives to die.
I know.
I think with how game streaming is becoming, they are not long for this world.
I just want to play good games where I can play them and not having to buy into someone's software that will have its own levy of problems.
Have you been hearing basically the rumor that Microsoft is just going to be letting their games go fucking everywhere?
I've heard that floating around, and it seems like they're already kind of trying to unfold that with the Switch, which is pretty
Yeah.
fucking neat. I think that'll be a very strong direction and kind of put Sony in the corner to fucking stop being stupid about that shit.
It's one of those things where I feel like this direction is definitely bad for the people who want to know they own their video games, because I feel like
Yes.
the direction we're going is getting further and further away from you own this, and it is more you are buying your digital right to play this.
Yes. Hate that.
Which does suck. Like, I'm not going to act like that's fine, but I feel like that's going to be the necessary evil moving forward, and I think that for me, the convenience is worth it over the saying I own this. And I know that's not universal and not everybody feels that way, but I think I've come to terms with that, because I used to be I want to know I own all my stuff.
Yeah.
But I've gotten more and more like, I kind of hate having a big physical collection of things. Every time I move, I hate how much stuff I own that I never use.
Yeah.
And it's just like on paper, it is really nice to know I own all of this stuff. But in practice, I actually kind of hate it, and I'm okay with the idea of I'll pay for the right to use the things I know I want to use now. Even though ultimately that is screwing me over in the long run.
I think the only problem with it is when it gets to like what Nintendo does about their old shit.
Yes.
If it's not available and
That
I want to
shit
fucking play it,
blows,
like
yeah.
I fucking hate what Nintendo does, and all they need to do is make one exciting PR move, and everyone magically forgets all the
everything, every
shitty
shitty thing they do.
And
Yeah.
I hate it.
Because yeah, Nintendo is one of the most guilty of fucking over their fan bases, but they also, everyone knows them as the lovable family company.
Yeah. Oh well. Shogun, thanks for 300 bits.
Yo!
He's got a finger now.
He has fingers?
One
It's a-
fingy.
I haven't attached yet, but it's
Hey,
opposable.
yeah.
That's a fingy, all right.
Wait, no, it's not. Oh, never mind, it is. It was gonna be a thumb.
Yes, Nintendo is the Disney of gaming. But I think there's a lot of ire towards Disney right now, and I wonder how it's going to shape up in the future.
Ire was a word that I only heard recently and had to look it up.
You never watched The Irate Gamer?
Nope. I didn't actually.
We should fix that.
We should.
I would love to watch
should
The
hang
Irate.
out more, Kirran.
I would.
I can't even think of a.
I'm so gosh darn frustrated.
I mean, yes.
Frustrated.
I don't know what this is from, but I just feel like this is something memorable.
I'm having so much fun just cutting things out.
I know. Take care, Jason Wolf.
It's fun to do stuff with your hands.
I miss Bionicles.
I never got into Bionicles.
I was just going to say, I missed the Bionicles hype train, but I had a friend who loved them and admired it from afar, but was never, like, jealous. It seemed fun.
I really liked kind of your standard Legos, and when they're like, this is Lego Bionicle, I'm like, they don't attach to any of the Lego stuff I like, and that makes them suck.
Yes, I was the same way.
And later in life, I'd be like, actually, they look really, really cool, and I totally get why people like them. But that doesn't change the fact that they wouldn't play with all of my Lego stuff.
Agree.
I was more an action figure person than I was into Legos. So it was just where those two hands shake.
Yeah.
I was very much in both worlds, so I can understand that.
I would never play with like my toys with the small soldier toys are only playing with the small soldier toys. No. Everything has to talk. The ultimate crossover is just on top of my bed.
Man, wasn't that the worst shit with Disney Infinity? Just random aside, I remember being super upset that you couldn't, like...
Oh, I just want to be Jack Skellington running around in the Cars world. Like, just let me do whatever the Cars campaign world is, but be Aladdin. Or
Like, that's...
whatever.
Seriously.
That's the fun of this game.
And
Is that not what that game was?
No. You had to be whatever the set was. Like,
Oh,
if you're
that's
playing,
lame.
if
Yeah,
you're
you
playing
got your
Car World,
Avengers-
you have to be Car Dude. If
Yeah,
you're playing
you're
the
only
Avengers,
cars.
you got to be one of the Avengers.
You can't be fucking Lightning McQueen going around New York.
Now, you can make a custom map where you could let them both be there.
Or find a community map.
Or download a map that let you be both of them. But none of the Cars story mode campaign stuff is going to let you be anyone but Lightning or Tomato or whatever the girl one was.
That's so weird to me because I thought it had like a small overarching story where they all come together and you could like go into every other one.
You'd
'Cause I
think.
remember Sully.
You always see the commercials with Sully hanging out with Jack Sparrow and
Which you can do
Mr. Incredible.
in Toy Box mode.
But there's just no plot to that. That's you make whatever you want.
It's Little Big Planet, basically, but half the tools and half the fun.
Have you seen Dreams?
Yes, I have.
The Media Molecule, their next thing?
That looks crazy.
It looks incredible and like exactly what I want.
Yeah.
And just in line with this music.
I know, right? But man, though, speaking of Legos and shit that got that right, have you guys played Lego Dimensions? Have I forced that on you?
I watched you play some of it and it seemed really good.
It's like every set you get, so right, you get any Lord of the Rings set. I mean, you get it in the starter. You get any Lord of the Rings character. You can go to miniature Lego Middle Earth. And it has Hobbiton to Mordor, and you can walk everywhere. You go to Moria, do the whole thing. Like,
As Bart Simpson.
as Bart Simpson. You get all of Springville. You get, they even have like
Springfield?
this, whatever the fuck it is.
Springville.
I haven't seen
I know.
fucking Samson.
No, it's really fun to imagine that they just, everything in their society runs on springs.
I'm not talking.
No spring.
But go on.
It's really cool.
I've seen, like, there's a bunch of stuff for that, too.
You
Like,
can.
they have
I haven't
Portal,
got
right?
any of the. There's all this Cartoon Network shit they added, like Townsville or the Teen Titans City. Like,
Oh,
yes.
man, if they have Courage, I just want to go in his, like,
I
attic.
can't remember if they had Courage in it. They might have.
They have courage.
But there were all these crazy ones like they have because they also own Midway, so they have like, hey, you want to play Gauntlet with Gandalf? Like, yes.
Oh, man, where is it?
Did you see the second Lego movie?
Yes, I did.
Was it good? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It's nothing crazy. I definitely think the first one's better, but I think I also had like higher expectations than I should have.
Okay.
Because it's still fun. It's just not like I knew what they were capable of. So I
Yeah,
was.
it's not a
expecting-
surprise anymore.
Yes, I was expecting something good. It's
That's-
not the what Lego. Good
That's always
movie?
rough. Whenever it's like, this is still good, but the part that made the first one so good is how surprised I was that it happened in the first place.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, yeah, no, this is still good, but you'll never be able to do that again.
Yeah, that's right. They had the whole Portal area, like all of Portal 2, like as a thing you can go through. It's so interesting. A lot of cool stuff.
I really enjoy physical DLC. I know a lot of people hate it.
Oh, like buying like physical expansions to
Like,
stuff?
You mean
I'm
like
sure you
amiibos?
have. Well, isn't the Lego Dimension thing you have to buy the little Legos for it and put it on a platform?
Yeah,
I love that.
me too. It's fun.
I feel like a lot of
Toys
people
to
complain about
life?
that. And yeah, I like amiibo stuff.
Shit, I gotta
Or-
bust that out with you guys. It's such a fun time.
Let's do it.
I did it like once forever ago, but now that the game shut down, you can find all these sets that I don't have for like $4.
Ooh, okay.
Going around fucking Hogwarts as Superman. Pretty fun.
Oh, I put all his. That's his palm. Okay, gotta rotate all these fingers.
Kryptonitis Patronus.
Oh, I love this. His
What?
articulated fingers.
I know, right?
Okay, where's the back of his hand?
It's interesting because I don't play with like action figures and stuff anymore. How much of a corner I've turned on. As a kid, it was if it's not super articulated and I can't move it around,
I don't want it.
It
Same.
needs to be able to do a bunch of movements. And now all I want is stuff posed in one really cool pose and never able to move.
I'm slightly getting to that point because I do enjoy statues, but I think action figures are still super fun.
Are you saying you didn't have a blast with that one Ash toy that his hands were pretty much glued to his? It was like with the Pokeball.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. He always had it like this. He always had the one hand that had to be like this.
Yeah.
And so if he's throwing something, I just have to angle him like this.
Yeah. Here, Pikachu, I'll tap you on the head. I5. Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to leave at 8 though, just so you know.
I'm willing to go till my back goes.
Yeah, like please, you guys keep doing shit. I have plans.
Obligations.
Yes.
Things to do.
How are you? Okay, cool. Closed hand. His hand is now together. Look at that.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, I love that thing's fingers too because it has like the sharp ones.
Little. Okay, that's one hand. That took forever.
Dude, dude.
I know, I love it.
Hard. And you're doing it.
When I say stuff like that, that is not me complaining.
Good.
I'm realizing now that I still like building puzzles, but I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have any good surfaces at home to build one on, and I think that's
Hey, do you have that big table?
why I don't do it a ton. But then I'd have to be above it, like over the couch, and that sucks. I need to sit on the floor.
Oh, yeah, you don't really have a table.
Yeah. I have that table, but it's a coffee table that's low to the ground, and that won't be comfortable to
Does that rotate?
sit at for
Man,
5
I'm
hours.
sure you could take that
Holy
if you
shit.
want. We don't use that.
Yeah, but then I'd have to take it.
Okay, I'll bring it over.
But then it has to
Jackass?
go somewhere.
What table?
That's the little piece.
Oh, yeah, that tiny little table? Yeah.
But then it's got to go somewhere. in my
Yeah, you can put it in front of
Yeah.
your yeah, you can put it next to your door, right where your shoes where you kick off your shoes, and you just the stuff that you have that you go out with, put on top of that table, and you just grab it when you leave. Oh, I'm gonna take this to the office later? Okay, I'll put it on top of the table so when I'm leaving I'll make sure to grab it.
That might work. My pessimist brain is going like, I don't know, I don't think there's space for it. But you might be right.
I might not put up my keys. I never put up my keys.
It's true. I was wrong then. Willing to admit it. Tyler wanted to put a hook in our office room, and he's like, would you hang your keys on it?
No,
and I
said Grant.
And I went on a tirade about how I never take my keys out of my pocket.
We were like yelling at
What
each
the
other.
That's so good.
How dare you?
This is why we get along, because we can do this.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes. And I'm like, why would I leave something so valuable? If my keys are right there, that means my car is right there for someone to walk by and take it.
Like, your argument was, if I'm going to my...
Oh yeah, that's right. If I hang them there, I'll forget they're there, and when I walk to my car. I don't think about my keys until I am at my car, and there is no way I'll remember they're there since I've had so many years of them not being there.
So where do you put your keys when they're not in your pocket?
That when are they not in my pocket? When I'm using them.
When you're
That was my point.
No, okay.
Is I don't like not having my keys in my pocket.
when you're
'cause
going
then,
to fucking bed, where
then
do
I-
you take your pants off
Okay,
and your
all
pants
right.
are still have the
So here's
what I'm
the thing.
talking about.
At home.
Oh no,
at
we're gonna
home
learn
it's
some dark
different.
secrets.
At home, I take them out first thing because they have a spot to go.
That's right, and they have a spot.
Exactly.
So what's
and
the
that was
spot?
that was my mistake. That's why I'm saying, Kieran, I was wrong. I'm telling you, as I told Tyler the other day, you should put that key ring there or whatever, that key hook.
I was wrong. I didn't have my keys on me during D&D.
Because I would use it because I realized that for a lot of streams I do keep them in my pockets, but for the ones where I come in here normally, I take them out because I don't want to be fiddling with them.
Okay.
When I'm sitting here doing D&D or building puzzles.
Fiddles, keychains, idea.
Speaking
do you
of, I do have them in my pocket now. Though.
do you did you ever collect a bunch of those stupid, like when keychain games were the thing, like scanners and Tamagotchi and all this random
I had a
shit?
black scanner that I was pretending was a fucking Digivice.
Yeah, I had one of those, and I had like a Gen 3 Digivice that could read this cards when you scanned them. That was so fun.
I never knew anyone else who had any of that stuff, and
Oh,
it broke
dude.
my fucking heart.
No, me and my friends were all turbo nerds. We thought we had Digimon, like for real, in real life.
I wish I had really real mons.
Like that scene in the Digimon movie where Ty goes in the computer. I definitely tried that a few times.
You were like, I'll be
hurt,
in the
but
computer.
And I
worked.
said I wasn't in the computer physically, but mentally I was.
But you knew.
It downloaded my brain.
You wouldn't download a brain.
You wouldn't download a brain, would you?
These ads really should have been changed to, you can't download a brain or a car, but you would.
I would. Who
Look at
fucking
that.
wouldn't download a fucking car?
Look at that. His,
That looks so good. Yeah, get it all snippy. There you
okay.
go.
That looks.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the like big royal dressy looking
know.
things. Like this would not function in real life. You can't go.
It functions
you
in
can't,
space?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? That's how they always get away with it.
There's dirt in there. How is there dirt in there? These small tweezers to get this dumb shit out. There we go.
Hang on, let me read off some shit.
Hey guys, want to know the internal? Kieran, tell me about all the cool parts that I built and what their lore
That's
is.
too much to read.
The
man.
lore of his fingers.
I can barely read.
Oh, the beam saber comes out of his wrist. That's cool.
Shit. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Wait. So it's like.
Okay, that's an arm done.
Oh no. How is this? Oh fuck. Okay, I think it's like the. I just don't want this to be wrong. I'm gonna be right. I'm pretty sure it's right though. That seems right. Yeah, that's right. I'm smart. I'm a genius.
Look at you, smart guy.
I just want all the music to sound like casino levels.
I feel like we're about to start an episode of Steve Brule.
Right.
Mass for shut-ins is on screen right now.
Yes.
You ever just hear something and never really hear it?
Yep.
Well, if I never...
Like mass for shut-ins.
Oh.
Have we shown you check it out? We have, right?
Yeah.
I'm positive we have.
Like I'd never really like watched Tim and Eric till I came over
Till
and
we
you guys-
forced you.
Yeah, it was great. I think the first one that I really clicked on was not Tim and Eric, but Steve Brule's children episode.
Yes. Take that poison, boy.
It's brown too.
Wait.
Can I feed him?
Had you in my crosshairs.
Wait, these get cut? That seems the deadly proposition. Okay, it says cut here. I guess I'm cutting them.
Do you trust it though, Kieran?
No. Okay, well, that was pretty easy. You know,
I was always scared during my emo phase. I wish I had like lines that said cut here.
Well played. I only had a small one.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I guess it's still going, but...
See, I was
Insofar
always
as
too much of
the-
a pussy to do it on like down here. I always did it on top of my arms, but like in weird ways.
Too much of a, that's right, too much of a pussy.
Don't hurt yourself, kids.
Don't.
It's not as cool as it's. I have a nice pile of just cut up bits going.
I know, right?
It's real nice. Look at this mess I've made.
Hang on, I gotta thank people. Tyler, you can't say that. Nothing. Survivor, thanks for the sub. God Ginrai, thanks for the sub. Crazy Jimmy, thanks for the hundo. There were scientist players that could use to build stuff. So if we started Gundam versus Zoids, then it's Gundam versus Zoids versus Macross. Oh, Macross and Zoids getting in there? That's cool. Shogun, thank you. Stallion, thank you. Avid Demon, Hawkeye, Silver Shadnik, TMS King, Axes. Shogun, thanks again for that 3 hundo. Jakata, thank you. Did you guys see the new news about Nintendo making Labo VR set? Yeah, I think that VR stuff was like leaked forever ago, though.
Or was it?
That they filed a patent for something with it specifically.
That I saw that whenever the Switch came out.
Exciting. Jimmy, thanks for a hundo. Did you guys put together Disney Infinity takes place in the toy box and the Toy Story world is the toy box? Yeah. I don't know if that's a connection. Maybe.
I mean, they went for a toy aesthetic, so it makes sense that they would try to connect it to their existing toy universe. But I don't know if that was ever real.
Billy Mist, thanks for the 5 hundo. Been really enjoying this stream. Any chance we'll see more like this?
I'd like to.
If you let your voice be heard, it's not really our decision. Just some ass, thanks for a hundo. Blue Destiny is bad and you should feel bad. Well, you live up to your username.
You did it. Congrats.
I always loved that. Like I like Lyle's argument of you can't just shout out there that some guy named Lyle McDouchebag gave me a hard time on the internet.
he's kind of set himself up to win either way.
Yeah. What was your go-to weapon as a kid?
Sword.
Sword?
I always liked because of Dot Hack, I heavily gravitated to like the Twin Blades thing for a bit. But then when I started our own Dot Hack role-playing campaign, I had I like shields. Like weaponizing a giant shield is really cool to me.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool.
But yeah, Twin Blades was my boring bitch pick usually. 2 medium-sized weapons. Or I had a scythe phase for a while because I was also that kid.
I really liked giant like Claymore stuff as a kid. I definitely fucking hate it now.
I'm the opposite. I hated it as a kid, but I love it now.
Like, if you treat it as a slow weapon, I like just here's my big sword.
Yeah, my giant
and now
chunky sword.
and it's pretty much a twig to me.
Yeah. No, I think it's evolved because in fighting games I always like playing the scrappy fast character, but I realized that's not a style I'm like super good at, and I started gravitating towards slower big hitter dudes, and that's just really fun.
I feel like Bane was the first big character that you clicked with and became very scary.
He was so fun.
I think Injustice was the first time I started getting really mad to lose to you.
Man, Kirran, I want to play
He's
Fighters
so good.
soon, too.
I still practice like every other night.
I'd
love to play.
We finally set it up and played it in our room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We had to turn game mode on our TV to get it to look
I'm
any
also
good.
pretty sure that that stream existed, but I don't think it ever got edited because I forgot to do it till just thinking about it just now. Where we looked at Jiren and Videl.
Oh, yeah. We never did put that out. That's right.
Jiren has been so fucking fun.
Jiren's so fun. I'm mad at how much I love him.
I'm really glad you love him.
Oh, me too.
Looking at that character list, I don't think there's a character that I would not at least entertain the idea of playing. I think they are all pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this is the only game that you can select your character that I haven't given all of them a try. Because it was kind of, I just picked
You
that
found the
team
ones you
random.
liked and you just stuck
It
with
wasn't
them.
even that. I just picked like a team that I thought looked good, and then I just stuck with it. Like, without even looking at how they play.
Well, it seems like it's worked out so far.
It's fun. I'm really scared to go on to anything else. Okay.
You were doing okay at Icons when we were playing that before.
That was a lot of fun. But that also had like 4 characters. And I really want to play that game again, and they'll never let us play
I was going
it.
to say, unfortunately, that'll be impossible. Because
know.
it seems like the whatever final version that they were talking about putting out, been like 6 months. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That's a shame.
And their servers are all down, so you can't play the base game because it needs to ping the servers in order to connect.
Oh, that's the worst.
So, like,
See, again, there's also an argument for conserving games.
yes, and that I think that's totally fair because I'm not
sucks.
going to lie to you guys. My favorite Smash game of 2018 was Icons, and it was canceled before it got to be finished.
That sucks.
Like, it was rough around the edges. They had a lot of stuff to fix, and they did not know how to roll out a freemium plan.
Did I tell you I bought the pack and everything
Yeah.
like, a few days before you told me that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before I had only bought it like a month before, and to be fair, I'm still okay with that. Like, there are a lot of people in their Discord that are like, we paid this amount that was I will get every character when it happens as it happens for your like 5-year plan or whatever you got.
Yeah, well,
And that
sometimes it doesn't happen, you know.
I'm still totally okay with that because they are a group that I would have supported either way because I believed in what they were doing.
That's good.
That was
And-
annoying.
Paladin Boris, thanks for the Prime sub.
And I've seen a lot of them are now gainfully employed again, so good on them. I'm glad even though their team kind of had to split up, I'm glad they're They seem to be doing well.
That's good.
Okay, 2 hands created. He can now clap. Well, he will be whenever.
He has the ability to throw 2
This is usually the part I always get through in most of my kit builds. At least lately. I'll get to this point and then go, okay, I need a break.
Be like, all right, I'm going to stop. And then you just don't come back.
Just kind of, yeah, never come back. But, perfect timing. That's like right when I need to go.
It's fate.
I wonder if there's any Fate model kits.
You could probably get a saber
Yes.
that you could make. And
I can see there like being a Gilgamesh, the guy in the gold armor and everything.
yeah. I thought he was Archer.
He is Archer. They're classifications and then characters.
That's right.
So
I hate,
art,
I
yeah.
hate all of it. Yeah, I get it.
No, don't worry, because Gilgamesh is also a
I know
caster
he's also
because
a caster.
of different.
I know. I looked. I read the wiki. Okay. So.
Like that's that. I enjoyed one anime of it. I tried playing the game and couldn't get into it at all, and I just love the character design.
Yeah, the problem
but
is
everything else is awful about it.
The problem is, yeah, it's super esoteric and up its own butthole, but I gotta respect it because I want to make something like that as well. So
Yeah.
I can't be too mad. Anyway, here's, I don't know how well it's gonna show. There's the head, and is there any way to like autofocus it?
I can get over there and make. Are you done?
Yes, for right now. No, I'm gonna be heading out.
Oh, my back.
There he is.
Look at him.
In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. What's that?
Looks great.
Spin him around.
You should take a snapshot at some point, if you can, and then that can just be that quadrant. We know this is as far as it got.
Trying to get it straight. There we go.
Looks
Can you
good.
take a picture?
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
You can't.
I don't think there's a card in here.
Chat, take a picture.
Here, set it on something, and then just zoom that camera into it, and that'll just be a static
Yeah.
shot.
Well, here, let me prop it up a little bit.
Don't look at Karen's camera if you got much.
Fuck.
I'll do that whenever you leave.
That's
I
what I'm
need to
doing.
get like the camera.
There we go.
Tyler, I can feel me somewhat losing steam, but I can keep going if you want to.
I do want to keep going actually, if that's okay.
That's fine with me.
I will go till. you
Please
say you were
keep
done.
going. I would
Yeah.
also keep going if I didn't have a thing to go to.
Right, exactly. It's I would like us to keep going even though I can feel myself slowing down. Because this puzzle is a lot harder than I thought it would be. There's a lot of very similar looking parts.
It's a bit thing just go. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it. Alright, cool. Well, that's Kieran's guy. And he'll be angry when he has limbs.
I'll be very upset. Oh, hang on. There's also. I want to make sure I get these things. Flattykin, thank you. Since I have Streamlabs up here, I'll get this shit before I disappear. Oh, just Flattykin. Okay. Alrighty. You have my Bandcamp on your thing?
Oh,
On your
I
phone
do?
now?
Oh,
So-
can you hand me? Or never mind, I was fucking touch it.
Let me disconnect from it. You have fun, chat. Stay pretty. Okay, bye.
Bandcamp. What is the name of that album that Streetwalker goes on? Actually, just take it there. Am I saying it right? Is it Streetwalker?
I don't remember what the fuck it is.
It's Sidewalk something.
Sidewalk Bitch. The Girl Who Dreams Sidewalk Dance. That's the album. And then if you want any other like good stuff, any of these.
That photo, I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah. It's my Bandcamp. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Love you.
See you, Kieran.
Wait, Kieran, come back. I need to see you. Okay. Bye.
Waved away using his new hand. I'm gonna see if I can get this to stop auto falling asleep. Take a lookie. It's a hand. Let's give him a hand. My chat shouldn't be falling asleep anymore, so I can at least be glancing at that. But again, I can sometimes get in my own head when I'm doing these and just sort of zone out looking for pieces. So I might dodge you for a little bit, chat. But trust me, I love you just the same as I always have.
I always get concerned that my friends don't think I love them because I haven't talked to them in a while. But I have like, it's gonna sound weird. I have a lot of friends, and there's no way I can give every one of them attention, and I feel awful about that.
No, I think that's fair, and I think people understand that.
I want to be good friends with all of them.
No,
as like generically weird as that sounds, like I want to have so many friends. But
no, I can get that. Get a screen timer. Let's put it on 15 minutes. Actually, no, let's just keep screen on, and I'll turn it off when I need to. Boom. But yeah, I have a bunch of friends who I still care very much about, but talk to like maybe once or twice a year. And every time we talk, it is always, man, we should do stuff more often. And I don't think either of us are lying when we say that, but we both also, I think, in the glow of being physically around each other, are like, yeah, we should hang out more. And then I come back to Texas, and they still live in Ohio, and it's just like, this isn't gonna happen. And it's not that either of us are being malicious. But I think we just kind of have this understanding that that's not going to work.
If I showed you this outside of, like, you not recognizing that this is a robot, would you, if I told you this was like Hisoka's arm from a party outfit, would you believe it?
I'd believe you.
Okay, cool.
Almost immediately.
That's kind of what I'm feeling off of him.
Hisoka's such a cool character. I like him a lot. I used to hate him.
Are
you over him?
No.
Are you annoyed at what he's become in the manga?
I'm so sad he is not present at all in the last arc of the anime.
Yeah, he is.
Because I feel like that would have mixed real fun.
Yeah, that would have been real cool. Wait, do you mean...
All right, second, the whole last part of the anime, ants. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but...
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because the part after... I think it's fine to mention the ant arc.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into specifics or anything about it.
I feel like we're weird about spoilers on this channel and what qualifies as a spoiler. But.
That's fair. But I'm going to say that's fine.
Okay.
Naming an arc that people have heard of.
It's like when I just mentioned Satan's and Supernatural, and Nick yelled at me.
Well, I mean, that...
I feel like that saying something like that
fair.
gets you hype about.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, they're fighting like Wendigos now. When is that gonna happen? That sounds so cool.
I guess the argument I could see for that is, I don't remember when that would have happened, but I know I was watching through Supernatural and Satan hadn't showed up yet. So I can understand the idea of like, he's not there yet. But
I get that. I don't know. I just view spoilers in such a weird way. It's like,
I do too.
This thing happens. If you tell me that this thing happens, it's less than that you spoiled that it happens. I want to see
how it gets there.
Yeah, that gets me so hyped. Like, fucking Jiraiya dying in Naruto. Oh, man. But how?
Yeah.
Fucking what? That, I want to see that. That just gets me to blaze through the manga faster.
There are studies that I think have been disproven that are like, yo, people actually like knowing shit going in on a story and seeing how parts come together. I think that's since been revoked or proven not exactly as true as people think. But I definitely think my brain works that way.
Same.
I can absolutely. For me, it's less. I don't want to know what happens. I don't want to know how it happens, which I think is what you were just saying.
Yes.
That, and I'm going to go ahead and say. Actually, never mind. I was going to drop some Kingdom Hearts spoilers, but I.
Spoilers. 1, 2, 3.
And it's really. I'm not even going to. I'm going to say spoilers that I wouldn't have cared about even knowing.
Okay.
Like, being told that at the end is a big showdown and everybody's there is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited about that. I don't think that's a spoiler to know that, like, Endgame is fucking the 13 versus the 7. Like, is cool. I don't think that would qualify as a spoiler for me.
Okay.
But at the same time...
Going on spoilers, I wanted to tell you something that I in retrospect, was like, okay, that would have been too much. Was like, we've met Luciu.
Yeah, that would have bummed me out. Like, that's not something I want to know. Or would have wanted to know, rather.
I don't want to cut that out. Yes, I did.
And hey,
Fuck.
if you're someone in the audience who didn't want to know that, sorry.
But we said spoilers like 3 times.
Exactly. Which, you know what? You're right. We did say that. I'm sorry I said it again. It's unnecessary.
It happens. No, I totally understand it. It's something.
But sometimes you just feel antsy because you don't want someone to be mad at something you don't think they need to be mad at.
I don't care if somebody I'm never gonna meet doesn't.
Also fair.
Because a big part of it is I get excited about wanting to talk about this thing, and I have a really bad time not just holding this in. I have to spill it out.
Yeah.
Like now, whenever you're trying to read this thing, and you're looking at me like, hurry the fuck up and finish.
Take all the time
whatever
you
you're
need.
gonna read.
No, you do. I'm never looking at you to go like.
I know you're not.
It's just I'm looking at you because you're speaking, and
Yes.
I want to be attentive.
I know.
Anyway, thank you, Ralazarx, for subbing. And Great Seiya Man. There's an underscore between Seiya and Man.
You ever get upset that you couldn't underscore a word? Like
like
that's
I've-
what it was used for, and then you couldn't do it on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Because that's what the that only existed for typewriters, right?
Probably.
I kept hearing that there were like certain things that only existed for typewriters that they brought over to keyboards that just didn't do things.
Maybe. I don't know. They might.
I could be completely wrong on this. I'm sorry if I'm.
How dare you not fact check on your conversations?
Do you like this 90s-esque?
This reminds me of music that played in my favorite restaurant back in Ohio that's closed now.
Rio?
So I'm cool with it. I loved Genji Japanese Steakhouse, and they always kind of had just like 90s kind of easy listening Japanese music playing, and I was into it.
That sounds pretty chill. I've never been somewhere so cool.
Well,
I keep wanting to go get hibachi, but there's something that happens every time we go.
It is true. We've attempted hibachi like 3 times. I know the first time, like one of them was closed, and one of them was super packed. I don't remember there was another time. Maybe it was just the 2 times.
Oh, yeah, no, it was the 2 times, yeah. We went and they were doing remodeling.
That's right, yeah.
And then we were like, let's go. Then we get there and it's like, oh yeah, it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. Everyone's going to go to the nice dinner place.
Okay, since Kieran's left, I have not made any progress because I'm just sitting and talking. I need F. Chat, where's F? Press F to help me
Help
find
him
the
find
F.
F. Send him Fs in the chat.
Yes.
I know you're capable of it.
H. Chat, you're not doing a good job. I'm finding all these H's. Chat, you're failing. I can't wait to get to these giant shoulder pieces.
We're getting a lot of Fs in chat, so they
Okay,
found it
good.
for you.
Well, soon then. Well, I find F. Grant.
Yeah?
What is something that you hear me say often or quote? Because I've been working on I've been trying to update my dating profile frequently enough and just answering questions that are on there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is, what is something you quote often? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't listen to myself. Like you guys quote, who's got a penny? All the time.
Look, the news on PCP is a very special video on YouTube that me and Kirran enjoy a lot.
I'm not saying it's bad. I like that.
No, yeah, it's
video.
great. Fuck. Quote only plays every so often.
I know, but
I wouldn't say often though.
Yeah?
Like I wouldn't say you do it enough for me to put on a dating profile. Honestly, I don't think there really is anything that I can think of that you.
I feel like the only thing I
quote.
say often that is in my dialect is "I want to die."
Right, but that's not even
That's
really
not-
quoting something.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, there. That could. I forgot I propped that up there. Hey, look, F. F was the first fucking one.
Hey, there it
Cool.
is. You found it. Thanks, chat. You found the app.
Chat, you did it. I can't believe I've lived this long without you.
Unlimited Math Works, you were the one who set this puzzle. Awesome. Thank you so much. It's a really cool puzzle, but I'm finding myself inadequate to build it because, man, a lot of this looks similar to each other, so trying to figure out where it goes is harder than I thought it would be. Plus, the picture of the puzzle's smaller than I thought. But it is a very good puzzle. This is not a critique of the puzzle. This is me as a puzzler.
Is it a painting or a picture?
Looks like a painting.
Okay, well, if you get a picture of the painting and Google image search the image itself, do you think you could find that painting large
This
and
image?
help you?
I mean, maybe, but even then, the largest it would get is my phone, which I guess I could zoom into. But
Yeah, but still.
the thing is, a lot of the puzzle looks very similar, so even if I have it blown up, it's still going to be a lot of looking for the needle in the haystack.
If you could have anything that was like a model sheet like this, what would it be? Because I've seen like Vegeta and characters like that. If you could just have any...
Like a model of them like this?
Yes.
I would like models like that. This is going to be very on brand for me, but for Tails characters, and that you could model different costumes on them.
Okay.
Like, you have like the model for them, and the parts you are choosing are what costume do you want to build around their body, basically.
So let's say they have...
Because a lot of characters have very complicated costumes that wouldn't be good figures. So if you were building them piece by piece, you would see like all the detail in fucking, you know, the mage girl's like jacket who has a ton of stuff on it and things like that. I think that'd be fun.
So I don't know how this will look when I put it together more, but let's say Yuri has like a spine and everything, and his legs and stuff are, or his feet, his shoes or whatever are attached, his hands are there, and his head is its own thing on there. Would you just say it's a kit that you could build around that? Like it comes with this normal outfit?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I feel like there are things like that. I just don't. Yeah, I got really excited when I found out there was like Eureka 7. You could build like the Nirvash, like the 909. I was like, the 909 is one of my favorite like mech things ever, and I want to build that. And the one that the photographer guy goes in, I think that's a 606. No, that's the 606, I think. Not sure. Can't remember if that's Holland's first one. Chad, if you like bad anime like me, let me know. Which one?
If you're a bigger fan of Tyler's favorite anime, let him know about it.
Yeah, my favoriteest anime ever. I have yet to see their new...
Number 1.
Yeah.
Under the Sun.
Or making The End would be fun. Do you ever have a friend in like school who could do that with their fingers?
Oh, like the weird, like the double jointed knuckle.
Yeah,
kind of
so
thing?
you'd like, it goes here and then that lifts up.
My best friend in school could dislocate his thumb, and that looked really weird. Like he could bend his thumb like all the way back.
Ruse.
Could touch his wrist with his thumb.
Were you ever a jackass? And like, yeah, me too.
I definitely did that. Someone was trying to touch their elbow, and I went, check this shit out. Boom. And they were mad.
That's not, but...
Nah, I did just what you asked. Thank you, Dr. Hinchman, for the sub, and Crazed Jimmy for the 100 bits, saying, what do you guys think of the Mortal Kombat 11 story trailer? I haven't seen it.
Me neither. Is it another one that you get to make your own character?
I don't think this is going to be a make your own character one. I think it's going to be like the other ones where you're kind of playing through a
pre-thing.
a scripted story mode with the correct character that they force onto you.
Gotcha. The last one I did story mode for was Armageddon. I did have the create your own character or whatever.
I
Your
think
character that ages or whatever.
I think they're gonna keep doing it like they did in Mortal Kombat 9 and they did in X. I'm pretty sure 11. They're gonna just do it again. Which their story modes are really good. Those are actually exactly what I would want from a fighting game story mode because it makes you play as every character, or well, not every character, but a lot of characters, and they are well done. So it gets you like interested in the actual story of characters and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm sure it looks cool. I will check it out. If we had a better way to look at it now, other than my phone, I would do that.
I mean, we can. We don't have to show them.
I mean, we don't have to show them, but I feel like I will miss a lot of details looking at it on a phone.
Oh, well, yeah, no. Maybe next time, instead of having this little speaker, we could have like a laptop, like one of our laptops, because I feel like yours and mine blare.
Yeah, they can make some noise. I'm gonna start trying to build this little house part that's here. Usually I like to build the outside and start building in, but
You like building the frame?
But all the surrounding stuff here all looks the same, so I need to start building the parts in the middle and branching out from there. Tell you that when I was younger, I didn't think different languages like spoke different words. I figured we all pulled from the same pool of words and they just had different meanings. Like I figured dog meant something in Spanish, but it did not mean dog. It would mean something else.
No, but that...
Which, as a kid, to me, that was the simple explanation for how different languages work. As an adult, I'm realizing that would have been so much worse. The world would have collapsed if we all had the same words. They just all meant different things.
How did you think accents worked as a kid? Because
I feel like that was just you heard your parents talking like that, and where they came from, I had no idea. Like, I didn't think it was a regional thing. I just thought, oh, well, this person's parents talked like that, so that's how they learned.
I thought it was something about, like, for a long time as a kid, I was like, it's something about where they are that makes them talk like that.
Oh, like if
that's why they lose their accent coming
by moving.
Yes. And like, you don't really learn about accents, or at least I didn't learn about accents in school, and no one talked to me about them, so I was never corrected.
Yeah.
So I believed that till a really long time. Like, I want to say I was like 12.
I can get that.
The way you view everything as a kid and just like, yeah, that's it. It's so fun.
I think that's like, yeah, it's kind of just something you sort of, I'm not going to say lose, but it's just like, it's a skill set you don't have to use as much as you grow up. Just imagining shit and piecing things together in weird ways.
Did you ever like get Sharpies and stuff and recolor your toys? Because I did that all the time when I was like at the end of my toy phase.
I would break them and make the fucking toys that Sid had in his room in Toy Story, where he turned his toys into mutant mashup things. I wouldn't purposefully break them, but I definitely played with my toys rough, knowing that they would eventually break. It was never like I had the set out goal, I'm going to break this so I can put it together as something. But it was I'm going to keep playing with this in a very rough way, and I know that it'll eventually break, and I'm looking forward for the chance to put it back together in a fun way.
I always got scared that I wouldn't be able to make toys come together like that. I would just recolor them. I think the most destructive...
I assumed with enough tape it would always work.
See, I didn't want to do that.
My characters were fucking taped up, mangled messes by the time I was done. I like to blame the daycare that my mom ran for why all my toys are broken, but I definitely did it to at least half of them myself.
were there any toys that you destroyed because of like taking it to the bath?
I mean, not the bath, but I definitely destroyed toys in far more heinous ways. The most dangerous one is I put a Power Rangers villain on the stove and watched him melt, because the Power Rangers had to kill that goat monster once and for all. And the other one worked way better than I expected. I knew it would damage it, but not as much as it did. I had a treadmill. And,
oh yeah,
and
so
I turned it on full speed, and it was Hercules versus Hades, and Hades just pushed Hercules' face into the treadmill as it was going, and it just ground it down smooth, which I was not ready for. I thought it was going to like damage it a bit, but no, his face was just a flat nub after that.
Did you cry?
No, I took it in stride. I was excited. I was like, okay, Hercules is dead. Hades did it. He wins. I have to find a new hero for him to be trounced by. For those of you asking, Kirran left a little bit ago. He said he had somewhere to go about 20 minutes ago.
And that is his project.
Yeah, so now you can see that's as far as he got before he had to leave. Also, man, your music stopped.
Oh yeah, it did.
It feels
sorry,
quiet.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
What is D? What is AD House 6? If you're not feeling something, just let me know.
Yeah.
Or if you like my same 6 songs, I can put those on. Okay, I definitely should have cut these and then just put them in here as this is going. Because now that I have all these like 4 pieces that all look the same, kind of sucks. Will this make sense over here?
Also, I can tell I keep bumping my, kind of like I can feel my hair touching the mic. I hope that doesn't sound terrible for people. I doubt it does. But
What does hair sound like, people?
you hear that? Definitely felt my hair catch the mic there when I looked down. All right, people say they don't hear it. Cool. No.
Huh?
So they can't hear me brushing my hair against the mic, so it's fine.
Good. I don't think these match up the way I thought they would. Fuck. Yeah, I've gotten to, I think, the frustrating part of Gundam. Is it bad for me to call these Gundams? Are these Gunpla? Is there? Will I get yelled at by somebody?
I mean, I think the mobile suit you're building is not a Gundam, but I believe it's from Gundam, but Gundam is a specific kind of mobile suit in that universe. But Gundam model kit, people will understand what you're saying.
Axis prototype mobile suit for new type.
There you go. Works for me.
Is at least what it says under there. Okay. So that, and then this one here.
See, for me, it's one of those things where it's like I will have like a good 40 minutes of a puzzle where I feel like I'm doing nothing, and then I get like 5 minutes of wait, this piece goes here, and this one goes here, and then this goes yes, and that's where it's worth it.
You haven't hit that stride moment yet?
I started feeling it for a second, but then dropped it. Got all excited and had to tell someone about it.
I'm getting really mad. I don't think this is working.
Well, hey, man. Like Kirran said, it's your first set.
Oh, it might be that I'm... Okay, well, maybe now? Okay, that fits a lot easier.
Chat seems to agree that Gunpla is the official name.
Okay, so people will yell at me if I say Gundam.
I don't know if they'll yell at you.
I can't just say I was at
But
home
they'll
building a Gundam. Well, they think I'm building a giant
They'll be like, where is it?
mechanized- Okay, cool. Bam. One done. That was frustrating to figure out, but now that I have
But then
it,
you got it, and now it feels good.
Yes. And now that I figured out that I was working on the wrong side, I already have the fucking second one already assembled practically.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually getting... Now I'm in a spot.
Get it, Grant?
I just put those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 8 pieces were all separate 10 seconds ago.
Man, I think I doing shit like this is where I feel the most satisfied in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like the most at peace. Like, I did that.
I
Small
built that
victory.
thing.
That was really nice. Okay. So, with how quick I've been going about this, what number part do you think I am on of assembly?
Five.
I am on 9. Actually,
Oh.
I just started 10.
Nice.
Out of
Twice as good as I projected.
Out of 41.
Not bad.
Ah. I hope we have like little buckets that we can put stuff in, because that's what I'd like for this.
I mean, you put it
Oh, I
in
guess.
the box.
Shut up. It comes with it.
It comes with a bucket. A cardboard bucket.
Do you get offended ever when I say shut up like that? When
No.
it's just like, oh, I've caught myself and I'm telling you to stop?
No.
Okay. I always get scared that people are going to take it wrong.
Like, there's a difference between shut up and shut up.
E6.
What?
E6 is a part I need.
I was getting ready to say bingo, but there's not an E in bingo. You sank my battleship. There we go.
You're just not playing with a big enough bingo board.
Right again.
This is long form bingo where we take forever. And now I need E7.
I can't believe it. He summoned the ultimate true bingo.
Is there a bingo anime? I feel like it's got to be at this point, right?
A bingo one?
Okay, is there a bingo light novel? I feel like that makes it a lot easier. PCE.
Well, I understand this part of the song. That's some of that there English.
Is it? I haven't been practicing that lately, so I'm not very versed. Do you know any other languages or like have tried?
I took Spanish for 4 years in high school and have like I haven't practiced it at all since then. So that's a good 10 years that I haven't been actively attempting to speak it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are still a few, like, if I am sitting listening to a person speaking Spanish, I can pick up some of it. Like I can kind of have a general idea of what they're saying, but I wouldn't be able to directly translate anyway.
Gotcha. I really wanted to learn German because we had to do you have to take 2 years in my high school. Because we were offered German, Mandarin,
Ooh, Mandarin would be cool.
ASL, which is what I ended up taking.
Oh, are you
No,
able
I
to
dropped out of high school.
Oh, that's right.
Have
you talked about that much on here?
No, for the longest time, I was really ashamed of it. I was like,
yeah, I guess
I don't know if that's something that you high school dropout, but I am here doing a dream job. Yeah. None of my aspirations that I ever had in life could be met with a degree. Like, the longest time, I just wanted to own a library or a large selection of books. I don't read books often, but I'm a fan of books, if that makes sense.
But you like the, as lame as the sound, the idea of books.
Yes. Like, there was a couple in Dallas that owned Dallas Camera, where it was pretty much a museum of cameras, and you can come in and buy equipment and rent equipment, but neither of them were photographers or videographers. They just liked cameras.
Yeah. Of class 1A, what power would you take? If you could just steal any of them.
Does that include the teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
I think you would be Aizawa.
No. Well, that depends. Do powers exist in this world then? Because then, if not, this power is kind of shitty.
Exactly. I'm going to say no, they don't.
Okay.
You, Tyler Coy, your everyday life, what power would you want?
There's nothing that's... Oh, I would be the creation girl. Easy.
That's actually a really good
like,
choice.
Other than... I'm fully of the mind, if I had powers, I would be a villain. I'd become a villain.
Okay.
But with a power like that, I could just live comfortably.
That's fair.
Like, it works off how many, like, calories she's ingested during the day or something, right?
Yeah.
I know the sugar guy's power is off his, like, blood sugar level or something. I'm not sure if I'm just getting those two very close and confused.
Yeah. Close enough, I would think.
What about you?
Trying to think of the ones that I like, but then I think of like their backlash, and I'm like, ooh, wait, maybe not.
Yeah.
Because like I think Uraraka's gravity power is really fun, but I'd hate getting sick every time I used it.
But she doesn't really get sick all that much.
I guess not really anymore.
Like they train.
Yeah. But
like, Deku's not breaking himself all the time anymore.
Yeah.
They kind of introduce you with that and then never come back to it.
I'd love to be able to talk to animals like that one guy. I'd hate if that face comes with it though. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, what is your ultimate power that you wish for, and then I get to create what comes around
the
it?
rule
Yeah.
for it? Okay, a shapeshifter.
Okay.
That's always my dream superpower is always shapeshifter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, while you're asleep, you're always a liquid. Like the moment you pass out, you're
I'm just
a
gonna
liquid.
stand in a bucket until I drop, and then every morning wake up in that bucket.
Okay. And your
That's
memory,
easy.
your memory is tied to how
problem.
much of your liquid is there. As you get older, there's more and more liquid.
So I keep turning into a
Let's say-
bigger puddle every day.
Let's say by the end of it, you can fill up that tub that the fan's standing on.
Okay.
If you
By the end of my life, or by the end of...
Let's say by the time you're 60.
That's fine.
Okay.
Although, what happens if my liquid body separates?
Oh man, whichever one has the more like there's never a 50-50 split ever somehow. But just whichever half has the more liquid is the grant.
Is the real one?
Yeah.
And I just get that much
Or
liquid
what if
back worth of
what if you have a center that the liquid goes around, like a weird little membrane that it just attaches to?
Okay, so I'm like reduced to like just a jelly form, but it's still one solid mass.
Ditto rules, kind of.
Okay.
Like you because the powers don't activate till you're like 5 or whatever. You still have like a form, and you know what that form is. You carry around a photo of your 5-year-old self. You have this Photoshop you commissioned somebody to make, like, because the last time you were yourself was when you were 3 years old. So you just have this picture of when you were 3.
I haven't felt like me since I was 3 years old.
And you just take it to people who are like really good at photoshopping or photo manipulations. Like, what would this person look like when they're 14? And that's just what you look like in high school.
Oh man, no. Like, if I could just look like anything,
There's a law about it.
No. Like,
Oh man, how would that work then? Because you'd actively have your cork active, and you don't have a license for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I would just. I think I would decide on a look and just try and stick with it. But I get to pick whatever I look like, which would actually, me being real world me, would be the worst. Because the last thing I want is to have to choose aesthetic things. If you'll notice, my hair has been basically the same since I was in the 6th grade. It just gets a different length, and then I will cut it back to a short length and just let it grow out again. Because choosing what my hair is too much of a hassle for me. I need to let it be whatever it wants to do.
That's something that you don't need to concern yourself with.
It's one of those things where if I'm in charge of it, I'm gonna pick something and I will never like what I pick. I will always like it when I pick it, and then the next day regret that choice.
Kind of why I like my stylist doing whatever she wants with my hair.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's not my decision.
Sam Leonard brings up a good point. Passive quirks were allowed. Tailboy wasn't penalized for having a tail.
I mean,
without
yeah,
a
he
license.
was.
He just couldn't use it. The second he touched anyone with that tail, it became illegal.
The moment it looked like he was using his mind to move it.
This is how I'll figure this out. There's like a yellow tree here that isn't anywhere else.
Okay, so this goes here. You found a chain.
Fuck.
You got a combo going, Grant?
I built that house, and then I found where that house lined up with the frame I built. So now I have attached it to the frame. It's a good feeling, Tyler.
How's it feel knowing you've built your first house?
I don't like it.
You don't like all the effort that went into building a house?
I don't like the word first house.
Get ready. Because you've signed up with the city to build 3 more.
Oh man, Silver Dragon Tier bringing up a good point. Bakugo's power. Would you just sell your sweat to like weapons dealers?
Is it a special ignite? No, because Deku did it.
It's like glycerin or whatever. That's like nitroglycerin that you can just easily ignite or whatever. And he just sweats that out of his palms. And then that drains into his gauntlets, which he can give to someone so they can trigger it. But he could just keep sweating. He could go to a sauna and just be over like a bucket or something.
Can you imagine just going into a sauna and then clapping? I think I would lightly coat everything I own. I would be too scared to sell it because then that's directly your DNA. They're going to trace that to you.
Mm.
Okay, I don't know what I've made yet, but look at this, Grant. It's got...
Hey, that's a joint of some kind.
3 points.
Points of articulation?
Yes. And it didn't have me build 2, which has me a little worried. Okay, D. I've yet to cut anything from a D, so this has me excited. Here's D. D6.
D will come too.
I don't want to play D&D or anything, but I'm really jealous that you guys get to roll a bunch of funny-shaped dice every week.
Yeah, the dice are a fun part of D&D for sure.
I've never played any game that requires D20s, but I have a bunch of D20s.
I want to make games that involve D20s, so there's a reason for them outside of D&D.
Yeah?
And I'm sure there are games that use them that aren't D&D. I just don't know what they are.
My friend Long, if you guys are local to Texas, or if you guys go to Texas cons at all, you might have seen him. He used to carry around a giant, like, D20 that he made out of, like, duct tape and everything.
Oh, like just a big-ass D20?
Yeah, and people would stop him and ask him about it, and he'd just be like, well, roll to find out. Fuck you. Or he'd, like, make a story up.
We'll let the dice decide, children.
I actually haven't seen him walk around with that stuff since, like, D&D's kind of blown up with Roll With Me and everything. Huh. D5. So, you said you've done models like this before. What have you built?
I built the... I don't know the names of suits very well since I haven't watched a lot of it. But the God Gundam or whatever it's called, whatever Domon pilots the main dude in G Gundam, I built that, his suit. I started building the unicorn, which was the one I almost brought in today, but I only got part of the chest done. But the two I finished are God Gundam and the one from the main one with big wings from 00, I think.
Okay. I've seen that one around.
It's whatever the one has big wings. I don't remember what series, or like a big turbine on its back.
I know what you're talking about. I've never seen it. Like the only two Gundam shows that I've seen were SD and 00, which I've heard is like the worst one or whatever from everybody I've ever said that to.
I know. I'm pretty sure Kirran didn't like it. What little I saw, I didn't like. But it had really cool looking suits, I thought.
Yeah, whichever one was like the mech one that it shed everything from it, and then it was a fast one. I really like dumb like stuff like that. It's so easy, just like it's heavy and has armor on it, and he's like the tanker class. But imagine how strong and fast he'd be if he took all that off.
If he just took all that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things whenever it's like, and then he dropped his armor, and now he's so fast is always so good.
Yeah.
My younger brother, doesn't care about Naruto at all, but I showed him Rock Lee versus Gaara, and he still will bring up how cool that fight is. Like, out of nowhere. Whenever we watch cool fight things, he's like, you know what? This is like that one anime you showed me with the dude with the sands. I'm like, yeah!
I rewatched that fight the other day. For some reason, it's going around on my feed on Facebook.
I think I showed him.
It still looks amazing.
It still does look really good. I think I showed him a little bit of the last Naruto versus Sasuke fight. And he seemed into it, but it was just too long and too many things to be like, well, they're friends, but they hate each other. And, okay, this is going to be a long-ass flashback, so let me skip through this.
Have you shown him... Wait, is this the brother that has, like, the crazy setup at home? And wasn't he downloading, like, Naruto, and because no one did it, it took forever, and you didn't get to watch it until the next time you came over?
Yeah. Actually, we never ended up watching it, but that was something we were going to do over Christmas, and we just never did. But yeah, when I visited for Thanksgiving or whatever, I wanted to show him the Bort movie, because I figured there'd be a high-quality rip of that somewhere. And the one he found took forever.
Don't pirate anime unless you have to.
Exactly.
Grant owns that movie at home, so it was okay.
It's one of those, I wasn't going to buy it to show it to him this weekend.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, this is annoying.
according to Jacato, most people agree Gundam Seed and Seed Destiny is the worst.
Okay.
I've also never watched it, so I don't know.
I just know that there are 2 types of Gundam. Like Iron Blood Orphan.
2? There are so many more, you fool! I don't know.
No, I just mean like Iron Blooded Orphan, where it's less about the Gundams and more about
yeah.
the character, which
Yeah.
is what Kirran says I would probably like, which I watched like an episode of it and it seemed okay.
I remember watching an episode of it. The first episode. And being kind of bored.
These kids are better at piloting mechs or something, and they were part of a program that's getting eliminated. I can't remember. They were part of an old program that hurts them. I don't know. I like Eureka 7, which is just
Watched it a
story-based
tiny
mechs.
bit when I first moved out here, so no idea. I finally found the last piece of the frame, so now I've got the whole border done.
I've just come across the most complex page so far, or not part.
Step.
Yeah, the step 12. But this is done and has armor on it, so that looks cool.
Nice. Mine's kind of coming together. If I had... Try to find a good way to slip something under this, so... It's not showing your Gundam so much. That might be it.
We have to have something. This makes me think of that one original Full Metal Alchemist ending.
I didn't watch enough of original FMA to know.
Oh, okay. Chad, do you know what I'm talking about? 'Cause I don't know more beyond that. It was the one when Winry is just doing stuff with the dog.
Trust me, it's starting to look like something, people. I can kind of see where things are going. Is there something that you're a big fan of that we haven't really ever talked about?
Business cards.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of business, or I guess the idea of business cards. It's like this: if there's one object to represent you, what would it be, and how would you make it look?
What would you do with it?
Yeah, and I have a huge collection of business cards, and I make posters out of them. I can't really. That's a weird question to bring up. I can't just think of.
Yeah. I guess I more meant like media stuff, but also business cards is a neat thing.
Is there anything
I
like
am
that for
against
you?
Answer.
You ready to have that question bounce back?
I don't really collect stuff or anything. As far as like stuff I'm a fan of though that I feel like we never really talk about is
Ska was a fun obsession that we both like jumped back at. Ska.
Oh yeah, we both love ska. Yes. I'm trying to think of anything that like I really knew a bunch of stuff about. I feel like I talk about a lot of the shit that I'm a fan of, so I put it all out there right away. Like I feel like you know that I'm a huge Disney person, or like I have a weirdly extensive knowledge of middling 90s and early 2000s sitcoms, but
I loved that we brought up what was it, Hercules on some stream, and you quoted the entire intro word
yeah,
for word.
Exactly. Like shit like that, where it's just like, no, I know this stuff really, really well. I just never bring it up.
Man, I wish I had some. I know I have stuff. I just can't think of anything. It's killing me.
Oh, that's okay. Just making small talk and trying to learn more about my good friend Tyler, but whatever.
I feel like the only times that really happens is when we're really drunk watching Naruto.
That's fair. Me and Tyler have had some benderish nights of drinking way too much and me trying to watch the last part, like, well, not the last part, but everything in Shippuden Pass, starting at the Great Ninja War, essentially.
Yeah.
Really, I'd watched all of the stuff before that, too. And I can't believe I'm already blanking on his name. But
Itachi?
Hidan and Kakazu. That was where I had stopped when it was airing. Or whatever filler happened right before that, because that's where I actually stopped and just never came back.
Do you think Hidan's gonna come back and
If he comes back in Bort, I'm gonna be really mad.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, he's still there.
like
He's underground.
Okay,
He's right
here's
there.
the thing. I'll be fine if they go to that part of the woods or whatever,
And they start hearing
and they
voices.
hear him. But I don't want him to come back as a presence. I don't want there to be an arc where someone dug out Hedon and now second gen ninjas need to fight him.
More people of that religion show up looking for their priest.
Okay, yeah. If Jashin shows up, then yeah, fine. Hedon can show up too. If we find out that Jashin was a real fucking thing.
I mean, it's gotta be. His thing worked, right? That wasn't a jutsu. That was
that was his god.
Chat, how have you really liked this? Because this is drastically different from anything we've done.
I wanted to start making Thursday another table day since people like doing shit on tables. And we always have to
Move
not
the
do that.
cameras back and forth kind of sucks.
I feel like if we had a dedicated day for it, it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying they love it. Good.
Cool.
It's awesome. Fun. It's great.
Are you able to see how many people are in here?
Very chill. Enjoying it. Let's see. I can't see. 300 people in here right now.
Hey, cool. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot for just people watching us and build things.
Yeah. That we've also gone pretty long. Like this is
Yeah, how
like
what
3
time
hours
is it?
in. It's 9.
Oh, yeah, sure. I might. You know what? I don't know. Because I feel I was gonna say I might have wanted to start on a smaller one, but if these parts weren't any small, I would have killed myself.
Big old meaty hands dealing with itty bitty.
I got fat sausage fingers. I hate it. I have so much I want to do that my body is limited.
These hands. A show I want to watch is 24 because I watched parts of it. Like I watched a few seasons with my family, and it's ridiculous in the best ways. Like
Yeah.
all of its absurdity is stupid in a fun way, and the action is actually like it is well shot and usually decently choreographed. So it is fun to look at. It's stupid, but it is stupid in good ways.
Okay.
And like I feel like it knows,
Yeah.
because everything I remember from it is so funny from just like my memory coloring it. But at the same time, but like it's Metal Gear-esque in how like ridiculous I feel like it is.
Yeah.
And like characters die and come back, and
The only thing I know about it is the little bit that they talked about it on 2000s.
okay, yeah.
Okay. So is it like every episode is an hour out of a
Yes,
day?
Yeah.
That's I love
and
that
every
idea.
season is 24 episodes long, and it's just you see this day 1 hour at a time.
That's awesome.
And it's just Jack Bauer has the world's worst fucking day. And it's great because it's supposed to be a day, but characters have whole arcs that transpire and completely change who they are from the beginning of the season to the end. But it's great.
You never had a day like that? Just one of those days. Did they ever use that song?
I don't think so.
I'm having a headache now because it's saying I've been working off the PC thing. Oh, never mind. Don't listen to anything I was about to say.
How dare you? Setting my example picture far away from me for the audience to see, and then I get mad when I don't know what to do next. Kind of doing it to myself. I built that one part that was very distinct. Let's build that other part that's very distinct, and then see if we can get a similar eureka moment where I attach
Would it help if I turned Kieran's camera and I have his thing propped up next to that so it's in the shot? So people are seeing it and you can also see it? It wouldn't be hard to set up.
Just set it up for me then, because I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you describing it, like, this is not a critique on your description, just, I'm
not good at using words.
You're not good at using words, and I'm not good at hearing things and seeing them. All right, the true test. Take a look at that. Take a very good look at that microphone, and unplug it. I'm gonna keep trying to build this while you're setting it up. What do I know? An extension cord, Tyler. How could you? It's just admitting it wasn't long enough. It's about the girth, not the length. Yeah. This is I was gonna say, this is a fun track, whatever it is. Yeah. Fucking set out all these other parts for this bridge thing that looks weird and will be easy to do, and I keep looking for other parts in this fucking woods that all looks the same. Where my hands will be.
Here's this thing, guys.
Check it out. Can you zoom it in more? So I would get a better look at the puzzle part.
Oh, can you guys see that?
I mean, a little bit, but like they're very tiny. Oh, there. Gotcha.
That's what I meant.
Okay. No, that's
that
fine.
way the people can still see their Gundam thing and the puzzle.
Okay. No, that's cool.
And then it's turning around was for you.
Gotcha. No, that works.
I think I can do that. There's something else there.
How's that look, chat? You like that?
Hope you like it. I'm gonna go sit down. That's so much dirtier than Kirran's.
Have a slightly more unkempt workplace or workspace. People work in different ways. Rocket Lamp says it's okay, so congratulations, Tyler, you did it.
It's okay? Okay?
He's satisfied. That's how I'll take that.
I've always wanted to satisfy a rocket lantern.
Zim Zam Zoom says you're the king, so.
Okay, cool. The king. Did you ever hear about an anime called Reborn?
Yes. The Hitman one?
Yes. Kintokyo Hitman Reborn?
I never watched it, but I heard about it. I think I watched the first episode and was like, this seems like an anime I'm not going to like. So
It was
away.
really weird because it was a comedy manga for like the first like 30 chapters, and then it turned into a battle manga.
Okay.
But I really like it just because I like anytime Japan tackles mafia.
Okay. No, that's...
Because it's all about
They've had a pretty
mafia
good
boss.
track record for me as far as mafia-related things.
I showed you 91 Days and everything, right?
Yeah, 91 Days seemed really good. Like, I never took the time to watch it, but it seemed very good.
I need to...
I understand why people like it.
I need to go back and rewatch it now that the English dub is out, so I can watch it with accents.
Ooh.
Because I think Bakano is like one of those ultimate animes that's just like English is the best way to watch it.
Yeah.
People argue over acting and everything. I don't care. I want to hear dumb, fun accents.
Bakano is a really good show.
It is. 91 Days is by the same team.
Whenever people ask me what my favorite anime is, Bakano is always one I have to think about.
What do you say is your favorite anime? Like just an easy that's it. I say Eden of the East.
Bakano is usually my go-to. Like it's normally the one I throw out, even though I've not gone back and rewatched it in forever. Like I think I watched it when it first came out and was like, that was amazing, and started just saying it was my favorite, even though I don't think that's really true. I think it's just the best one I've watched. I think it's the highest quality.
Okay.
But like, one I feel like I can watch and rewatch forever, even though we've talked about it being part of our job, being frustrating. Dragon Ball, I think I can just always be fine with.
Dude, I got so burnt out on Dragon Ball for the longest time.
I can totally.
And then I went to Kamehacon. And
just like revived it.
Yeah, just seeing how much more energetic everybody else was in person about Dragon Ball. It was so fun. Go check out Kamehacon if you have the time. Like, I just went as like a job, and then I was like, oh, this is real cool. Ah! Ah! Okay, cool. I think I... Fuck. Getting some things to come together kind of sucks. Okay, there we go. I think I have a shoulder piece now.
I dig this piano bit.
You said you taught yourself piano?
So I took actual piano lessons for a while, but I found myself gravitating towards playing stuff by ear more and more as time went on. And I basically just told my mom, you don't need to pay for piano lessons anymore. I think I've learned. I think I've learned as much as I'm going to be interested in learning, and it would just be a waste of money.
Do you think I need to have any kind of training going into just getting this guitar, or where I should start?
I would say getting a book of some kind would help. I don't think you need to find a teacher.
Yeah.
And I think you can talk to Kirran for anything that you might want to actually learn how to do.
Yeah.
That's too difficult. But I think being self-taught in an instrument is actually pretty common. Thank you, Augie Jr., for the 27-month resub. Just doing the old rolling. Thanks.
How long have we been on Twitch?
That's got to be pretty close to when we started, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we only recently had our 2-year anniversary.
I'm getting so mad again, not finding a plate. Is that what these are called? What are these called?
What are you looking for?
These?
Oh, like those?
I call these. I don't know if this is what they're called, but I like calling these plates.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
So
If that's what you want to call it, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
I did it! The bridge is now attached to the frame. The border.
Where can you make it to?
It gets almost to that other house I built. There's a little gap here. But there's a bridge here. There's a house here. You can see it on that picture over there. This one right here. Oh, that covers it a lot. This one right here. Here's that bridge. I just built that bridge right here.
It might be just setting up another light, but if we do this again, I'm probably going to try to put the camera behind you and give you a light over your other shoulder or something. I don't know.
I made it more complicated by bringing in a puzzle instead of a model. It's okay.
I mean, not really. Just I didn't fully think out the layout when I suggested this. J5. Who is J? Maybe I should put these out in alphabetical order. That'd be fun.
Organizing your workspace is definitely a good way to make things easier. Like, I fucking set this up pretty terribly, so it's slowing down my puzzle building, I think. But also, I'm just kind of bad at it.
Okay, J1 is apparently... Well, here's J, but this is J1.
Augie Jr. says they've subbed the first day subs became available. So, yeah, if they're,
Okay.
if they're hitting their 27-month anniversary or whatever.
Does that mean today is the anniversary of us being on...
I don't know if they've been resupping the day their thing comes up, but maybe.
Is this our... Tell us if this is our anniversary stream.
Well, we were streaming.
Oh, yeah,
we were
never mind,
streaming
never mind.
before we were
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to sub.
Sorry.
But this might be the anniversary.
And
of when subs were available.
anniversary.
Our
Dying.
anniversary, yeah, I like
I
that.
wasn't really paying attention. How many months again?
27.
27. Where's normal J? Okay, that is it. When he was first doing the duos or whatever, I thought it was going to be like a cover of the Katamari song. Fa, la, 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 la. No, the roll you up into the sky or whatever.
I never played any of the Katamari things. So.
Really?
I mean, I guess I can't say I never played them. I know I rented them at some point, but like I never completed them. I kind of dabbled in it, and I was like, that's neat. I'll take this back.
I don't think you ever need to complete it. I mean, the last level's like the funnest one to play just because it gives you the most time, and you start really small and you end up rolling up the whole globe, practically. Continent. It's just a fun, mindless game. Like that's the game. That was the only game I could take with me on my Switch to the gym.
People are saying the technical term for these things are sprues, according to Jamuku?
Sprues. Okay. Okay, this is getting annoying. I can't fucking...
I'm probably going to have to move that display we set up because I can't see it well enough to be able to build. Because, like, in order for me to figure out where these specific trees go, I need to look at the brush strokes on them and find them in the picture.
I mean, whatever. Kieran's... People have been able to see Kieran sing long enough.
Yeah. I'm saying it's more for their benefit than for yours.
Okay. Oh my god, fucking...
Captain Cal is confirming that sprue is the term. So you can probably impress Kieran next time we do this by asking what sprue he's on, and he won't know.
Hey Kieran, I accidentally cut myself with a sprue. Isn't that...
Looks like you got a sprue loose over there, buddy.
Oh, I'm hating this. Just the pieces don't want to come together.
Sorry.
Oh! Get in there.
Set him there. So you can just have a good look at him on that backdrop.
I'm getting upset. Can you calm down?
Getting too excited?
I'm getting upset.
Oh. Oh, because it's not coming together as well as you'd like?
Well, it's not just going in there. Oh, you know why? Because I cut out the fucking wrong one.
That would do it.
Again. Sorry. First time Bill.
I'm so ashamed of you.
You can be ashamed of me all you want. I have your address.
It doesn't make you any less shameful.
I know.
In fact, you can just take this to my place and I can just shame you at home. You've merely threatened yourself with that one.
Oh no, you're right. I've threatened myself with a good time. did you have bullies in high school that were just like, I never had like anybody who was mean to me to my face, but I found out there was like a Facebook page making fun of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I never had that. I had one guy who rode the same bus as me who would kind of just be an asshole, but I wouldn't consider him a bully. Like, it wasn't like a give me your lunch money kind of thing. It was just like he was a bigger dude and would just kind of talk down to me. And because I wasn't going to be physically confronting him and didn't really care enough to try and, like, you know, tell on him or yell at him or anything, it was just like a whatever.
Yeah.
But then he moved like a couple years later, and it's one of the few times where I can remember being happy someone was moving, because I was like, yeah, fucking Joe, I'm not gonna have to deal with you on the bus anymore.
So at no point were you like, you were caught off on like a really bad mood, so you just turned them in for something, like, maybe they weren't even being that bad, they just...
Nah, man, I wasn't no snitch.
Because I definitely turned somebody in at work once for calling me something I say all the time now.
I used to not be able to swear at all. Like, it wasn't even I don't do that. It was like, my brother once was like, I'll give you $10 to say shit. And I was like, I can't do that. I was so committed to the bit.
My moral code won't allow me. C3 and F 13. Okay. This has been a lot funner, and I'm really mad I had to wait 25 years to fucking do this. And now I'm really scared that I'm going to drop a lot of money into this.
Hey, man, there are worse habits.
Yeah. Definitely.
And there are far more expensive habits.
You know, at least this will hold my attention for a long time.
Yeah.
Or at least till it is done.
But see, then the question becomes, what do you do when you finish it?
Talk about it. Okay, now F2. Is it F? B. Oh, F13. Did you get any farther in Madoka yet?
No, I only watched the first episode.
Okay.
Which I know Madoka, or is it Madoka? Madoka? How do people refer to it?
I say
Normal.
Madoka.
Madoka?
But I don't know. I watched it in English, so.
Okay, if you watched it in English, then I don't feel bad that I'm watching it in English. I feel like I'm doing it a disservice if that's how I watch it. Since
I watch if it has an English option, I'm going to watch it just because I do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I haven't been watching anime lately. Is just because I have so much going on and there's not a lot out that's
like
dubbed that I
yeah. That you are interested in.
Yeah, like I gave up my Funimation Now account to get a gym membership. So I haven't been
I think
able
that's
to
ultimately of more value.
Yeah. But because of that I haven't been keeping up with everything. I kind of want to get my account back again just to finish Golden Kamuy because that was really, really fun. I really like that. I think you'd like Golden Kamuy too.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a silly period thing.
I've liked those before.
But the period is Japan. It's more hurting my soul that this isn't lining up correctly. That will probably not happen. But I just can't get this to close properly. It has this, like, exclamation point. I should probably go back and read what that means. Part must be...
We're gonna have to call Kirran.
No, I just can't read that. Because they wrote it for me. The exclamation point. This part must be...
Part must be this direction.
That's what I thought. Do I have it turned around?
So thank you, Paul 6, for the sub.
Paul 6 thinks.
Pulse
Pulse
6.
Six pulses.
The 6th pulse.
Did you ever watch 6 Feet Deep? Or 6 Feet Under?
I never watched it, no.
Okay.
Heard of it, though.
Me neither.
Show I want to watch because I hear everyone say it's super, super good, and they also mentioned it on that 2000s doc, is The Wire. I feel like I would really like The Wire a lot. My brothers both think it's the best show they've ever seen. Like, everyone I know who's seen it is like, it's spectacular, and everything I hear described by it is like, that sounds like something I would really, really like.
Do you want to watch The Wire together then?
Sure, let's watch The Wire sometime.
Okay, because I have it on Plex and everything.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Because Jake keeps telling me to watch it. Where did my part go? Where did the thing I was having trouble with go? There it is. I just don't want to take this apart. Okay, can I rotate it then? No, I can't. I just don't get how... And that is definitely the way it is, but it just doesn't want to go in there. Maybe it's just one of those, I won't be happy, ever.
Maybe this joy just isn't
Use
meant
a
for me.
human hydraulic press.
I hate whenever I put two pieces together and a piece between them looks like a very weird shape. I'm like, I don't think there's a puzzle piece shaped like that. This might have been a mistake.
Okay. That sucks. I've kind of like knocked over part of my tattoo.
Oh,
Not
really?
that, I'm not wording that right. Yeah, like my Mickey, you can
Misaligned it?
see that is just peeled off.
Oh, yeah.
Bad. Finger tattoos are hard to take care of when they're healing, especially if you like have a job that or you doing shit with your hands all day.
And you start building Gundam models.
Exactly. Like, freaking hate it. I love tattoos, but I hate the taking care of it part for a month or 2 weeks. Gun to your head, Kirran style. You gotta get a tattoo right now, what would it be?
I'd get the Zawa thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know where?
would,
Do I have to get a gun whenever me and Kirran do this?
I mean, gun to my head, I'll just get shot. But if the object of the game is I have to...
So if I have
Make
a
a
gun to your
choice.
head, and me and Kirran are getting tattoos, you'd rather me shoot you than you get a tattoo?
Absolutely.
Put that
No doubt. Tattoos are a permanent part of expression. It's not an expression
I don't want
wanna
the
make.
Lord to see me with this drawing on my body
It's-
when I go to his house.
I have no religious or moral qualms about tattoos. That is not the issue. The issue is not something that I think I want. I totally get them now. Like, I understand why people love them. I get it now. I used to think they were just dumb. I used to be that guy.
Oh, yeah?
But now I have a much more, I understand the kind of passion and stuff that people have that they would want to get that stuff on them. And I understand that. It's just not my scene.
B6. Chat, do you have any tattoos?
Chat, tell me about your coolest tat.
Chat, tell me about the tattoo that you were the most ashamed of.
Totcherson, if I could just say, give me a tiny dot on my armpit that no one will see, but I feel like that goes against the spirit of the question. But it's a good suggestion. Thank you. Perhaps I'm just not as smart as you. I like whatever these chords are. Like whatever kind of chord this is, I think is cool. Ebron says they're thinking about getting a small gear tattooed on their forearm since they work as a robotics teacher at an elementary school.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be really cool.
Man.
Also, robotics in elementary school?
I don't think Asher has
what?
that.
That's so rad.
What kind of school do you work
might
at?
have the coolest job I've heard of.
I'm gonna go to the house.
Intolerable Hulk has a Ninja Turtles themed tattoo on their right forearm and a Final Fantasy VII tattoo on their left forearm.
Nice.
The Magic Man 22 has Undyne tattoo on their arm, and it's their favorite tattoo.
I don't think I've seen any Undertale tattoos yet in like person. I've seen them online, definitely. Come to a con we're at and show me your tattoo.
Put out the call, folks.
Yep. Come to cons to meet me to show me your tattoos. And I'll go, that's nice. I like that.
Cons.
And then that'll be the end of it.
Show them your tats.
We can touch tats. Part of my tat goes into yours when that happens. The ink's magnetic to its.
We become
to each
one.
other.
The power of our cartoon.
Are you trying to terminate the program?
I don't think I ever saw the original Tron. And I think that's why I never really cared about that world in Kingdom Hearts. Even though I thought it had a neat look. It's honestly, I think, my least favorite part of 2. I think I'd rather do the fucking mermaid songs than deal with Tron's world.
Yeah. It always felt like such a, okay, we're here, let's get out.
I feel like people shit on those Little Mermaid songs too much. I don't think they're good. Like, they're bad. I get that. But they're also, none of them are very long, and they're all easy. So it's no struggle.
I didn't hate it when I first played 2. It was just like, this is better than 1. That was my only thought.
Is this better than 1?
No, the mermaid world is way better here than it was in 1, was my only thought. It wasn't like,
and it's not.
I wasn't excited to go back to it, but it was just like, I'm filling up Jiminy's journal, I'm here, okay, bye. It wasn't anything I ever went out of my way to go, that sucks. Until other people started pointing out, I was like, yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, like, it's not good, and I get that it's not fun gameplay stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like everyone goes like, oh, and then that world, and I'm just like, it's like 40 minutes.
Why does everybody hate everything? Why can't we just say, oh, that sucks? Hate is too strong of an emotion that I carry fully as a weapon.
Like, I carry real hate. I don't need to have this dumb fake hate.
Yeah. I would like to be looking at the right page. Oh, apparently I was. Okay. I'm looking for G. I've been more in our conversation than I have been in the building.
Yeah.
Again.
No, I keep doing that too. But yo, it seems to be working. Maverick Drifter saying, damn, this is the content I crave.
Good.
Glad to hear it. This is the kind of stuff I like doing.
Just us shooting shit.
I understand and totally get that some people are way more into a lot more high energy stuff. I think that stuff is very fun too. But I don't like doing it every day. And I'd like to have calmer days mixed in as well.
Yeah.
Many Doors Ed Boy says they love this music. Do you know what this is?
Find out. This is Dreamland by Driver's System. I think the album is AD House 6.
Do you just have like Spotify up and you're just letting it do
It's-
whatever it wants?
Yeah. I selected this album, I think. 'Cause it's had the same art on it this entire time. I don't know how Bandcamp works. All I know is I have access to all of Kieran's music now, and that makes me really happy. Is Kirran in the chat?
I haven't seen him, but I also only been glancing at it occasionally.
Okay, let's see. This will now go in here.
Sethro 420. I don't know if I trust this, but maybe. They say they have poutine tattooed on their butt cheek.
They have what?
Poutine tattooed on their
Poutang?
P-O-U.
Poontang?
T-I-N-E. No, poutine.
Poutang?
The spread, I believe,
Okay.
tattooed on their butt cheek.
Like the spread itself or the word?
You've been around tattoo shops and perhaps worked at one, I feel like.
Yeah, the one that we went to visit was
Okay,
the
I
one I
thought you said
worked
you
at
worked
for
there
a
at some
while.
point. How are people when they get tattoos in private-y places? Is that like...
I don't think I was ever there for any of those.
Okay.
The most people for piercings, it's I'm scared and then ooh. The most I've seen somebody get tattooed in person is tramp stamp.
Okay.
Like that. This is super tiny peg holes and I'm getting really scared. Or I might just be putting this on wrong.
Chat's very upset that I am not super familiar with poutine. I know what it is. I know it's a beloved spread up north for French fries and stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard.
I always hear people go on and on about how good poutine is. I've had it once and I was like, it is good, but like
I didn't have
one of those things I can have once and be like, I'm fine.
I didn't ever have Worcestershire sauce or whatever till way later. What
I feel like there is
part is this?
no canon pronunciation of Worcestershire sauce.
I'm getting so mad.
Worcestershire.
This is definitely the two parts. It just doesn't want to work. That almost doesn't look like that though. That's definitely. That's 6 for sure, and this is definitely 5. I'm mad that it just went in super easy.
Like, oh, great. Now I just feel stupid. Because it worked.
Exactly. B8. Let me know if saying these aloud bugs you. I know I've already been doing it for like 3 hours, but it helps.
What bug? What?
If saying the part number aloud is
Oh.
bugging you.
No, I'm fine. You do you.
Real quick, what? It's gonna sound really mean. Maybe. What are all of our mods' names?
Oh, I don't know if I can name all of them. I've definitely bumped into a lot of them though.
Okay.
But they'll have their. You can tell if they're mods because they'll have the little swords in chat when they come up.
Okay. Because I honestly don't look out for mods in chat. They'll message tech desk if something's like really important or something.
Yeah.
But I'm also not looking out for it.
Yeah, we have a bit of an extensive mod team, and I feel bad because they do a ton of good work for us.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them, and it's tough for me to keep track of everybody.
Like
so
I'd like to learn
I
everybody
barely.
at some point.
It's one of those things where sometimes I can have trouble recalling everyone in our company. So you know, being able to forget mod members, I feel like is understandable because I just have a bad memory.
Yeah.
Sorry, mods. I love you. I mean it. You can't see me. I'm not making eye contact with a camera right
If you're
now.
a mod, tell us in the
But,
chat.
Yo, you're great.
Okay.
I don't know how you're feeling, Todd, but I'm going to say at 10. I think I'm going to say we call it.
Okay, that sounds good. I need E2. Probably stop the stream and then I'll clean up here forever. Do we have any idea what we're doing tomorrow?
Casual Friday. It'll be in there. So whatever's in here.
It will be in there for sure?
Yeah, so whatever's
Okay.
in here can sit here until Tuesday.
No. I'm not dealing with that on Tuesday.
No, I mean, it won't be in anyone's way.
Okay.
Thank you, Humbles. Humbles for the 27-month resub, and Swell Alyssa for the Prime sub. Thank you so much.
I don't understand.
You sound swell, Alyssa.
Swell Alyssa. I hope she's not just swelling up.
Oh, that'd be bad, I guess.
Endlessly gets bigger.
I can't stop expanding.
I don't understand what the fuck. What? I don't understand. This doesn't look like it goes anywhere. It doesn't have an attachment part.
This is a lie!
I'm so confused. This is definitely the piece in the picture, but I don't understand what they're trying to do with it.
For me, it's rough because there are a lot of parts on my thing that are just blue, but they're a slightly different shade of blue. Like I'm finding pieces that could be this mountain or they could be this lake. They are both blue, it's just a different shade.
Okay, I found it. It was supposed to just catch in like that. So many different blues. What's the bluest you've ever felt?
Back when I played jazz music and we did the blues, that was the bluest I ever felt.
The bluest?
Bear in the Big Blue House is not a show I ever watched, but I loved that title.
I did watch Bear in the Big Blue House, at least a little. I remember hearing that my first golden doodle looked like Bear in the Big Blue House just as a dog. Okay, so if any progress at all, I've made a leg.
Yo,
I have a
that
finished
looks
leg.
fucking cool, though.
I know. I'm so stoked.
Like, here's the thing that's kind of sucking, is I think this is all real cool stuff, and like kind of best case scenario, we get to pick this back up in a week. Because for me, puzzles are a thing that I like to do, just kind of doing like 3 or 4 pieces a night, and just be like, all right, just adding a little bit every day.
I can't imagine that. No, I got it. It's either it's I'm sitting down to do it now, or it's going to be in the corner forever. This I do want to try to pick up again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight those words.
Prove yourself wrong.
Yeah. I'm just kind of sad that I couldn't get this to go in, but I'm not sure it's supposed to.
Might not be.
Like.
Getting that focus.
Okay. Yeah,
Right
get
down here.
That to fully plate in there. See if it comes out, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to go all the way in there.
I think that might be by design.
Yeah. See how we're doing that. Yeah, no. It's hard to do. I don't know. That's the part. Do you have any like I don't know. I have really bad flat feet.
Okay.
Do you have anything like that? That's just like a weird impairment that's just giving you pain your entire life? Other than like having a heart attack.
I
and
had
having to suffer
scoliosis.
from.
My
Oh,
spine,
yeah.
my spine is like the shape of an S, and I have 2 metal rods that go from basically from here to the crack of my ass.
How's it feel knowing that you have the symbol of peace just embedded in you?
On my planet, it means hope. But yeah, I had a huge back surgery when I was 13, and I will forever be how tall I was when I was 13, because they had to essentially inject something with my spine to keep it from moving so they could hook these rods to it.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, like this is, I will forever be roughly this height or shorter as my body just goes over because they stopped it from
But
growing.
your limbs would grow?
From what I was told, I don't fucking know. But
So
they
you're gonna-
basically
your
just
torso's
were like,
be
you're
the
gonna
same
get
height,
clamped
and
here.
your arms are gonna grow as long as.
I mean, they didn't seem to get much bigger, so
room?
maybe not. Maybe they waited because they were like, this is how tall you're gonna be. So like, this is where we think you're done growing here. But all I remember is them being like, you growing would be a problem with this, so you're not going to anymore. That's okay.
How did you were just okay with
Maybe
it?
they just had wizard doctors who just, now I don't get to get any taller, but for all I know, I was 13 when they explained it to me, and I never asked for a re-explanation because it was so scary. I didn't want to hear them talk about it anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know how or why, but my 13-year-old understanding who refused to get more information was that however tall I was then was going to be it because the surgery was not going to let me grow anymore.
Okay.
If there are any spinal surgeons watching and wants to fill me in on how I horribly misunderstood this medical procedure I went through.
Yeah, what liquid can I inject into random people that will make them stop growing?
Yeah, exactly. How does that work?
Other note, I have made part of a Kingdom Hearts boss.
Yes. You're right. It's
Or
the-
individual
it's the-
enemies
the
from the
armor.
from the tournament arc. Tournament part. My dude's got. He's going there.
He's coming together.
He's got 2.
What's great is those actually even kind of look like the arm and leg of that Heartless.
Yeah. They're all like.
Just needs to be purple.
Yeah. What if I just. You can customize these as much as I want. I'll start making Kingdom Hearts
You
versions.
can paint it.
That's the level of excitement I want to get into spray painting these. That's what my friends do. Like the little air compressors that sit
that's
on the
cool.
table. Like, I have a Ainzul going, the skeleton guy over there on the wall. His wand is just all gold in the figure, but it's got, or scepter, and in the anime it's got like orbs in it, and their orbs are on there, but they're just not colored. And I was gonna have my friend who does all this stuff paint it, but maybe now I can.
Yeah. You have a power.
Okay. Grant, I know we said we were gonna go to 10, but I think I'm at a good stopping point.
Are you? Okay. I'm fine with
If you want to
stopping
keep
here.
going, I'm fine just sitting here talking to you while I clean, maybe.
No. I'm gonna say if you're gonna do that, we should probably just stop then.
Okay.
Because if that's the case, it'd be tough for me to talk back and forth and then just be looking at me putting pieces together, which I guess is not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, you can talk while I just put this together.
Yeah.
Or I put stuff away.
But if we talk, no one's gonna be able to hear you.
I mean, I'm gonna be sitting here putting these away.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, then yeah, sure.
I just need to go grab a pen real quick because I want to write start here on the next thing.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And I'll chill with chat for now. It's just I know I can kind of ignore the chat window when I'm doing this. But I'll keep trying to look at you. Jim Bardell already bidding us a good night. Thank you so much. See, the thing is, here, I'll try to get this without looking awful. So this is the puzzle I'm trying to build, and the problem is there's no way you're gonna be able to get this focused, or I'm gonna be able to. These are like kind of like lighter green trees in these 3 points, and I feel like they look fucking identical. And I have to figure out what pieces relate to those trees. I've got this one solved. This one's out. So I just got to deal with these ones. This one here, and And these ones here. I got most of these ones, as you can see from this.
I don't know why I'm following here.
Ah, you wanted to do that. Also, this is going to be impossible to tell because I've got this picture of your suit under it. But, you know, it's coming together. These are like the, you know, kind of got to fill in the middle here, but I got this bridge all done. I got this house part all done. Got this little boat here. You can see the peak of the mountain right there. Some of this chunk of land over here.
Grab that.
But we still got the whole sky and tree line going through here that we got to do.
This was not as frustrating as I thought it would be, but I also like put myself at doing this at home, and I have nowhere like this.
Yeah,
I could do this.
Like as we were building this, like I said, I feel like I don't have a great surface to build these on at the moment.
I don't know why
Otherwise, I might more.
I started writing my name.
Because you have to sign it.
I don't think I've had a pen in my hand and not had to just write my name.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
My penmanship has gotten so much worse in school since I don't write things anymore.
Mine's gotten better. I used to have like chicken scratch, and I've just been like, well, now that I'm not in a rush to get out of class, let me
take my time and do this. Geosaurus Rex 09 saying, hey Grant, what did you want to be when you were 18? And how did you get here? Because not gonna lie, you've got a dope job. Thanks. I love hearing stuff like that.
Did they find out what we do here?
they've
You
got
found
it.
out that we sell dope here?
What? Don't tell them that. That's
okay.
not the dope job they were talking about. It's a different job, Tyler.
Oh, it's
if any cops are listening, we were just kidding. This was all a bit. It's all funny. Don't.
Does this still mean cool?
Means I love you, right?
Oh,
no, that's the no.
Hang loose. This is hang loose.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry, Geosaurus Rex. This isn't the fun way to hear this story answered. But honestly, this was a mix of dumb luck and knowing the right people and really good timing. It's really tough for me to try and give you a roadmap on how to get here because I got here in a very happenstance way of knowing Kirran, who knew these guys, who mostly knew them through Scott. So it was kind of just me knowing the right person who knew the right person who knew the right person kind of thing. And to be honest, that's a lot of the stories I hear. So it's tough to give like a real good, here's how you get there.
It's kind of how I got here too. It was just, I went to a con that everyone was at, and then me and Scott talked, and then we just kept talking. Oh, you moved to Dallas? Okay, cool. Oh, your friend's moving to Dallas? Lanny, I'll help you guys move in. I have a lot of free time. I was
available.
I was around, and then you guys needed a camera person, and I was like, I know how to do that. And then I'm here now.
Yeah.
For you, it was just you were just sitting on the couch whenever they were recording, and you kept lobbing them jokes, and then they were like, "No, say stuff." Right?
For me, it was I knew Kirran really well. Like he and I had been best friends for years, and he moved out here to teach. And when that job didn't work out, he had by then gotten to know Scott and Nick from living here. They had met a few times just at conventions and stuff, and had talked online. But once he was part of this, my job back in Ohio started looking like it was gonna stop. So I was starting to look for other work, and Kirran was needing a roommate. And so I wasn't even planning on working here. I was just planning on moving in with Kirran and finding work around here.
I didn't know that part. I thought you were just moving in because you got a job down here.
No, I moved down here to find a job and would just hang out with Kirran when I wasn't doing stuff with that, which normally meant he was here recording something. So I would just be chilling out. I didn't like talking at first because I figured they had their own show and it would be weird for someone to jump in on it. So I was like, whatever, I'll hang out because right now I'm visiting with Kirran and this is where he's got to be today. And then eventually on one of the streams, they're like, no, you can talk more. Yeah, go on. It's fine. We don't fucking care. And then eventually that turned into a job. I'd say it worked out.
I was always so stressed being around when we had that old office because I didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I would just come in and hang out. And I always felt like a bother, especially since at the time I only kind of knew like Scott.
I don't remember you being a bother, but I also don't really remember you also being around that much, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, I only kind of came in to avoid traffic.
I was hoping I'd be able to finish this mount, but I don't think I will have the patience.
I'm trying to get all my loose plastic from underneath here. I'm finding a lot of gross hair.
Also, you know, I'm glad people are saying that they've been liking our music, because I was initially worried it would sound bad being a speaker with a microphone held up to it, but I think it worked.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious what it sounds like.
Well, that's what the archive is for, Tyler.
Oh!
This is gonna be on YouTube. It'll be up there.
It will be?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it'll be on the archive channel. I don't know if I'll cut it down for something for the main channel. Still figuring that out, folks. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to do that. But
I don't know what the look is called, but whenever like a hood, like part of your hoodie or your sleeve covers up a majority of your hand, I love that. I fucking love this.
okay.
Just the
Like the fingers coming out of the sleeve, kind of.
Not even just the fingers coming out of the sleeve, just like this whole part. Like when those new hoodies I've been wearing lately, they'll come up to like that, and I just love it. It just makes me feel like everything I'm doing with my hands has like an exclamation or the little line on it. Okay, well I don't want to lose his hand, so I'm gonna have him hold it.
I feel like I've looked at this exact piece 100 times, and it's not something I can work with yet.
I'm gonna go over to Kirran's side real quick and do the same thing. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna check these. It's already sold, girl.
You selling your figs?
Yeah, I'm selling a bunch of Nindroids. If people think they're interested in Nindroids, I might actually post them on Facebook or Twitter with the ones that are not sold yet.
Yeah, you should. You got a big collection.
I do. Most of them got sold. Actually, I'm going to be rude real quick and go through that. Is that okay? Is that okay to do if I'm selling stuff?
Maybe looking at your Facebook to make sure things are selling?
Let me talk about the ones that I am selling.
Oh,
And
okay,
post,
yeah,
Like
no.
if I post them on like Twitter,
I think that's fine. I imagine.
selling like a Naruto Nindroid, and let's see who's still up. Naruto Nindroid.
Hollowed artist in our chat saying Nindroids. I'd take a look at them.
Hell yeah. Okay, then yeah, I'm selling a Naruto Nindroid for $75. Comes with all these comes with their boxes and accessories. I'm trying to sell him along with a Jiraiya for $70 total. Let's see, I have the Lin Rin Harvest Moon thing set. These guys, the Vocaloid boy and girl. I have the Harvest Moon versions that came out recently. I'm trying to sell them both for $80 together. Saitama for $30. Luigi for $30. Yukata and Miku for $25. Tracer for $25. Galco-chan, which I'm kind of sad to get rid of, for $40. And a bunch of Haikyuu guys. Whoever the owl guy is, I don't actually fake fan. I don't remember his name. I got past that point, and he was cool. For $25. May for $25. The captain of Haikyuu boy.
Captain of Haikyuu boy.
Yeah, 25. Or the glasses one for 30. The one who apparently has fries. I haven't even gotten to this point in the show, but he apparently eats fries, and it's important enough to give him it as an accessory.
Huh.
I'm trying to sell all those together for maybe $90, which I feel is a steal. The Jiraiya for $45 by himself. The Breath of the Wild Link DX version, the one that comes with the horse and the hood, for $50. And then Hotaru for $35. Oh, and Umaru. I actually meant to message you or Kieran to see if you wanted
Oh, the Umaru
this.
one?
Yeah, the Umaru Nindroid for $40. And that's it. I'm not repeating any of that.
Snap Frost says they've only watched Dragon Ball Z and My Hero. What's a good next step in a shonen anime? Naruto, I think, would be
Yeah,
easy
Naruto.
transition there.
Bleach is really good for the... Well, yeah, if you're starting in... Bleach is a really good intro. Still starting in there. But what about other anime that's not shonen?
What?
Yeah.
Let's not be crazy.
I don't know. Death Note?
I do feel like Death Note is a decent beginner anime.
Yeah.
Like, Ryuk is weird and there's some Japanisms in it. But I think for the most part, it is a interesting narrative concept. Just period.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's good.
I opened up... I got, I think, 3 different middle school teachers to at least try it. Because I would carry 3 volumes of manga around in middle school just because I had this, like, strap on the outside of my bag that was kind of like a sling that I could put books in. And I would always just put manga in there. And I'd read that in class. The teacher would go, "What's that?" And then I'd just go, "You want to read it? It's funny. I can teach you this."
You can understand.
All right, I need to go on that other side.
I'm getting self-conscious because I haven't found a piece in a while. Oh wait, this looks like a very obvious, I know where it would go, but that doesn't make sense because it's already there. So it can't be that, but it might be... Oh, it's over there. Got it. It's right there. Boom. That's a piece.
Oh, man.
People are asking for your Twitter if you're going to be tweeting out these Nindroids.
Koisplay, Koisplay. In fact, if you're interested in any of them, just tweet at me now before I do it. So you get first dibs.
At Koisplay,
Koisplay. I complained to you about like my Twitch being photography.
Yeah.
I was able to change that finally.
Nice.
Right before we streamed yesterday.
I think I noticed because when you messaged me your address, you said it was just Koisplay, and I was like, I thought he was saying that photography was hooked to it.
I had it as just Koisplay on an email I didn't use, and then I was like, okay, I'll just change that name and then claim it on the other one. Oh, but it takes forever for the name to go back into the site.
Like transfer.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried now because Kirran just left this here. I wasn't sure if he thought we were going to be able to come back to this.
Well,
like
I mean, he'll be here tomorrow, probably at least a little bit. So.
Okay, you know what? Then I won't touch the side at all. I'll get the little bits. Which I love this. I might just have to come here on my own and build these because just this environment where I'm not losing shit.
Collect those shavings.
Yeah, and then the shavings are here, and I can just push them into this hole. He had an X-Acto knife too, or not X-Acto knife, a little razor. I don't know what to call it, razor blade. But it's like
an
super
X-Acto
tiny.
knife.
Okay, X-Acto knife.
It's just a little X-Acto knife. Also, yo, thank you, follow Nix for the sub. They've been sub for 22 months, saying these fools have gunpla and puzzles.
Yeah,
we do. Right. I think that's gonna do it for us, though. If you're not gonna clean up on that side.
Did we want to check Streamlabs real quick to make sure we got everything?
I'll check it just to be sure, but I feel like I was hitting most of those as I saw them come by. It'll be tough for me to know which ones we did, which ones we didn't. Without looking through.
Tech desk will probably be muted.
Hey-oh. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was really loud. Sorry, guys. Had that right up to my mouth. Pull up some Streamlabs real quick. See if I can't talk at you. Let's see if I can pull up chat. Just so it's over here. Give me a second. It's loading.
I know it's like really hard to do them here, but I would love just a stream where it's like, okay, we got all master grades and we have to sit here till we finish one of them.
Till we're done.
Yeah.
Yo, Zako Duo, thank you for the sub. remember Swell, Alyssa, and Humbles, and Frostbitten Warlock with 500 bits saying, I have a tattoo that's Gengar. I know you got one of those too, Tyler.
I have one. Let me see if I can show it.
Yeah, can you get it on cam? Saw it for a little bit. There it is. Oh, God.
Oh, is it zoom in?
Yes. I can see your pores.
I have like a cute Gengar.
Yeah. It's adorable.
Cute kitty, and that makes it look really fuck. Ah! I can't. The screen is upside down. There we go. There we go.
For some reason, chat isn't loading on this browser, so I can't see you guys responding. But thank you so much.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good shot of it. I like that.
Cute.
Thank you, Miles, for the resub. Paul 6, Augie Jr., X Mainliner X. Thank you for the resub. Elevens.
Fuck, I almost threw away my stickers.
Sub. Oh, there's chat. Now it's working. Frostbitten Warlock says nice. Geosaurus, tomorrow's casual stream isn't going to be like a phone stream, if that's what you mean by last week's, but it'll be like the last time we were all in there, where it'll probably be me or someone on a laptop and the rest of us just on a couch just kind of chilling. Augie Jr., X Mainliner X, Alevens. It's El Guapo with the 14-month Prime resub. Thank you so much. Raven Keen, thank you for the 10 months. Saying, here to support TFS. Been watching since season 1 of DBZA, and looking back, I don't know why I stuck with it. I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten a chance to see all this other cool stuff you do. Stay awesome.
I love
thanks.
that.
It's a great message. I know already. Thank you, guys. But, yo, what's a little double dipping between friends? Thank you, Crazy Jimmy. Thank you, Dr. Henchman. Great Saya, man. Rella Zarks. Flattykin. Thank you for the Prime sub. Paladin Boris. Those 26 Prime month subs aren't subbing themselves. Thank you so much. Ux Napa. Thank you for the sub. Just Some Ass with those 100 bits. I remember you complaining about Blue Destiny. Billowy Mist, thank you again for the bits. Crazy Jimmy for the other bits. Jacato for more bits. Shogun 5. Axes. TMS King 08. Thank you guys for your subs. Silver Shad Nick, thank you for the 26-month resub. Hawkeye 038 for the sub. Avid Demon 360 for those 9-month Prime resubs. Istallion 05, thank you for the 23-month resub. Shogun 5 with 100 bits. God Geenrai, thank you for the 15 months. Survire, he's got those 22-month subbed.
Real quick, Gunpla people in the comments, is now probably the best time to do like panel detailing, since it's not really connected to anything. It's just like, here's an arm. I think it would be. I think we kind of talked with Kirran about that.
Yeah. CG, Griffin 9989, Millington, Bruce Zilla, that's a good name. Cochet, the Deathless One, Commiserbeern, CG, Jesse Kill Me, and The Knight in the TARDIS. Thank you guys so much for your subs. And Besterp 12 just now dropping in right before the finish line, throwing in another sub. And okay, I did shout out Follow Nix for their 22-month resub. But all right, that's everybody, guys, and I think that's going to be everything. And I didn't even build a standby screen for this, so you're just going to look at this for a while, and then I'm going to send you off on a raid. But thank you guys so much for chilling out with us. We'll probably be doing more stuff like this more often if I have my way, and I'm apparently the manager now, so there's a very real chance of that.
Grant's a boss.
I am. Like those bosses that you guys love so much. But all right. See you guys later. Thanks again. Catch you tomorrow.